What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Onice podcast. It is your boy, SeeEm.
Your POLØ.
And today we have a very special guest, our first ever guest on this podcast, one of our good friends. He is Onice Creative. He's the head of apparel and merch.
Sure.
He is a tequila sommelier.
Ayo.
He is a cyber and IRL bully. And he is the designer and owner of Heartthrob SF. Give it up for your boy, 80s.
Let's fucking
Hey,
go.
what's good, guys? Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
80s,
for having me, bro.
80s. From the 80s.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being
you know
on for
it.
sure.
Yo, it's 80s, H-A-D-E-S. That H is silent because I speak Spanish and all that, you know? Same
know.
shit all day. You
Let
feel
him
me?
know, talk and talk.
I know Ace and all them that still call him Hades, but it's good, you know?
Hey, bro, that H is silent, bro. My parents from the motherland, you know?
We're going to start spelling that J-A-D-E-S.
Yo, for sure. Ha ha. Laughing Mexican.
But yeah, man, we appreciate you being here, man. Like on some real shit. You have been like one of the biggest parts of Onice, not only like in your presence, but also in like the work that you help us do. You design a lot of the merch that comes out of the camp, specifically like the clothing that we have. You have a lot of great ideas about the different types of merch that we help put out. And I gotta ask, you've had a thing with Heartthrob SF, your brand, for a long time. For well, not a long time.
Yeah, like 3, 4
I'd say
years?
that's pretty
4
long.
years,
Yeah. It
Yeah,
seems
for
like
sure.
not a long time because you kind of just started it.
Yeah, because fucking COVID fucking fucked everything else, so we pushed everything back like years and
Yeah.
years.
Mm.
But I got so what's going on with Heartthrob right now?
So like with Heartthrob SF right now, like it's kind of like on a standstill, kind of like a no more. Like I just am not at the spot where like that's what I want to push. Just a lot of stuff with like the whole Drake doing Certified Lover Boy. Like it made it really corny. So then anytime I saw myself making like any kind of design or like thinking of any design, it was like I was like, God damn, bro, this shit is
80s
corny as
OVO.
fuck. This shit is corny as fuck. And it's like, and that Drake's doing his thing. He got them Nike Air Forces and stuff coming out. Like I was so mad when I saw the puffer, like the heart puffer. Like I was like, fuck.
That was
That was
me.
the one where I was just like, yeah, I don't see how I can do this and not even be connected to that, where it's like it either one seems like you're biting, or like two, it seems to me it was just getting really corny. Like motherfuckers was putting hearts in their fucking hairlines. Like
Right.
Like,
I
that
mean,
shit's-
you as a grown man don't want to put a heart on your hairline.
well, no, I'm 29 and I wouldn't put a heart on my hairline. Definitely, if I was like 36, I wouldn't. But no, it's just like.
A lot of things that you were looking at or that was coming out was reminding you of Heartthrob and its, like, I guess, direction, but it was corny to you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you didn't want to be a part of that. I
Yeah,
get
like,
it. I understand.
that's like the one thing I can never do anything corny. I will try not to. Like it might come out and it might be fucking corny, but like
But it's rooted in like
Something
else.
authenticity.
yeah, it's like the whole Joe Fresh Goods used to have a keychain. He put it on a shirt. He's like, we panic if it's not organic. And like 100%, like that's how I feel about anything. It's like, because like there was no way where I was like even thinking of a design and it wasn't somewhat being inspired by something I saw already. And I was just like, how can I even try to put this stuff out?
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool because like, yo, like people really fucked with like the Muni stuff, which was like, that was like my dream. I wanted to put out a Muni thing for San Francisco. I love Muni. Like,
Fire hoodie too.
Yeah,
It's like one of my
Heartthrob is
favorite
and will
hoodies.
be hard.
yeah, it's
That
like,
shit was so
and it was
hard.
like a lot of it was like just on like quality, like seeing like a lot of brands coming out of the city, and like there's some cool brands coming out the city right now that like I really genuinely fuck with, but like quality hasn't always been there for everybody. So it was like, I'm gonna outsource hoodies. Like I literally found my favorite hoodie was a fucking awesome hoodie, and I was like, where do they get their hoodies? Found the hoodies, and that's the hoodies we're using. And then like for the brown ones, like I like searched and I was like, I want something thicker,
Yeah.
and got a thicker hoodie, and like that thing's like nice.
It isn't. It's a nice hoodie.
It
It's
is
got
a nice
the cutty
hoodie.
pocket
It
on
got
the
the
inside.
cutty
Like
pocket,
the bus
yup.
bomber pocket. You feel me?
It is a solid hoodie though, for
Definitely.
sure.
Definitely. So, would you say it's like it's now defunct? You're not fucking with the Heartthrob name anymore. Are we gonna see it pop up under maybe another like different branding? What are you thinking with this, or are you just gonna go in a completely different direction?
It's gonna be more like I don't think we'll see Heartthrob SF for the very foreseeable future. Like I
Heartthrob
don't.
Irvine.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Heartthrob Irvine.
Like, I remember when I was first doing it, when one of my cousins was like, "Are you gonna put like LA, like Heartthrob LA?" I was like, "No, no." But nah, like I'm like leaning more into a route where I can just kind of like do like individual projects where nothing feels like it's rooted into one brand. Where I feel like I have to keep one complete aesthetic at all times, but more like a kind of like a thing where I can just like drop a project like where it's like super like inspired by something that like I'm really into at the moment. But then I can do like I'm also like really into like outdoors and shit like that nowadays. So it's like I can do like a camping kind of or like an outdoorsy like aesthetic like drop or like something like that, or I can do like a very San Francisco drop again, and like I'm allowed to do that through this new outlet that I'm looking into, and it's gonna be like my IG like from the '80s, like it's from the '80s, it's from me.
So basically, that's like the brand. You're the brand. And
yeah,
then you can-
100%.
you
So I'm
create
going
whatever
back
you
to like
want type shit.
because I'm
Nothing
seeing that
is
a lot.
boxed.
Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot. Like a lot of guys that like I look up to and like are inspired by. That's how they do it now. They don't necessarily have like a brand. It's just like their name or like something very correlated to their name, and then they just put projects out there, and nothing has to fit into like one aesthetic at all.
It's also the thing about like them making themselves as a brand is that it's not tied down in any one direction. You can kind of you can reach all these different kinds of source materials, or like just try to fit into different aesthetics if you want to. You're not boxed in as much,
Right.
You know, and I can definitely see with the Heartthrob thing, like you feel boxed in at a certain point in time where it's just like, oh, I gotta keep sticking on this type of theme, or I have to find I have to find a way to subvert it, you know.
Cause like nah, like I love the chronicle writing, like that was on the hoodies, like that was like my stuff, like the writing, the font, the writing pretty much from the neck tags, like that was like the Place Beyond the Pines, like that's where Heartthrob comes from. It comes from Place Beyond the Pines. Like it was Ryan Gosling had it on his neck.
What is Place Behind the Pines? I've never.
A Place Beyond the Pines is it's a movie. It's has like Ryan Gosling, Cooper. Who else is in that? The fucking what's his the kid from the Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, the second one, the second time around with like Andrew Garfield. Yeah, like that. He's like Ryan Gosling's kid in the future, but like Ryan Gosling, like he's a kind of like a stuntman.
Okay.
And then like he's part of this like fair crew, like carnival crew, and they're called Handsome Luke and the Heartthrobs. So he has Heartthrob tatted on his neck, and I always like that's like one of my favorite movies. The first scene in that movie, like it's one shot. It's like my favorite like scene in any movie I've ever seen.
You said like if people like the movie Drive, they might like Place Behind the Pines too.
Yeah, just because you fuck with Ryan Gosling. I love Drive. Like Drive's my favorite movie.
Yeah, Drive's, I
and
like
that's my
Drive too,
second
one of my
favorite
favorites.
movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Drive is fire.
Hey, yeah, Ryan Gosling got 35 lines in that movie. That's it.
That's wild.
You want a toothpick?
Modern cowboy.
No, also like real like, and that's kind of like what I'm really into. And like as I grow older, I started to realize like I'm really into like the whole like cowboy aesthetic.
Yeah,
and it's like you don't necessarily always have to be a cowboy with a cowboy hat on, boots and a house and a horse kind of thing. You can kind of just be a cowboy and just like
Driver. Ryan Gosling's name. He was nameless in Driver.
Yeah, it was
the driver.
He was the driver.
It was Driver.
That's usually what they do. A cowboy.
Outlaw.
The outlaw.
Yeah, the outlaw aesthetic definitely reaches over. We were chilling pretty much all weekend. We were watching like Sons of Anarchy. I know you fuck with Mayans on FX Heavy. I do too, and that's kind of like the modern day cowboy tale. Is like just a group of outlaws on Harleys riding around, making their own way in the Wild West, which is, I mean, you know, like border town.
Yeah, border town, USA. And it's also kind of like you also have like that lone cowboy like aesthetic nowadays. Like, well, it's always been there. It's just like you have someone that like kind of just like be on his own, like just a dude with a truck and it's the dog, and that's what, or he's just by himself at all times kind of thing. That was a driver.
That's more of Driver. Yeah, I was about to just say that's like more of Driver.
Drive. And it was like literally he just has
More
like a
of
small
Driver.
apartment and all that shit. And then he falls in love and then he fucks it up.
And then he just leaves.
And then shout out Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac was in that movie.
Which one? Who's that?
Oscar Isaac. He's what was he in recently? He was like he was Poe in like the new Star Wars ones. And like that's how he was an Ex Machina. He was the scientist in Ex Machina, like the billionaire.
Nope.
You've never seen Ex Machina?
Nope.
You guys should watch Ex Machina. Everyone at home, watch Ex Machina. There's a dance scene in there. It's one of the best scenes in a movie. And it's like a Saturday Night Groove or something like that. It's just like choreographed dance.
That's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably watch that scene after this.
I mean, I'm not even tripping, honestly. So we have like a decent handle on what your aesthetic is now. You have an affinity for the Wild West Lone Ranger
Yeah.
type of. But I feel like it's kind of it's definitely shifted throughout the years. Like your certain like feel for fashion and design and stuff. Can you tell me how you got your start and specifically like getting interested in fashion, things of that nature?
Yeah, well, that goes back to like when Jabos, like big white tees, big black tees, and like Jabos
yeah.
and Air Forces. So I was
Every
like,
color
I grew up
Jabos.
poor. You feel me? Like we grew up like not with a lot of money,
Right.
So like we weren't able to have that. So like I'd get like the $20 South Pole pants from like Sears and
Burlington.
JCPenney, yeah, and stuff like that. And then like Sean John from there and
That
stuff
$20
like that.
was still expensive.
Yeah, $20 was a lot for my parents. It was
For
like
real.
it's like, bro, like normally our t-shirts were like maybe $10. We go to the flea market, I'd get like the SpongeBob with the bling and all that. So like, and that's just being around who we was and like in the neighborhood, like growing up in the city and in the baby. So it's like that's what we saw and that's what we adhered to and that's what we like thought was like that's fashion. And as we got older, I got in like when I really got into skateboarding, I went into like tiny fans, stuff like that, which is led to like the Lil B and stuff like that. But that's like in my freshman year of high school is when I first started finding out about like streetwear. It was like Supreme,
Yeah.
who else? Huff, Stussy, Staple, all these brands.
10 Deep, Crooks and Castles.
Yeah. Before all that was at Zoomies. And like that, I was on like forums. I was on ISS forums, just Soul Collector forums, and that's how I got all my SBs. Like that's how I got on SBs. I was like able to get them through there. So it's like, but this is like what 2007. I was already like on that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, Supreme was like a thing already. Like to me, I was like, oh, and when I first was introduced, it was a clothing brand. Like I didn't know already that they started off as a skateboard brand, which that's what made it cool because I was already skateboarding.
Right.
And then a few years later, Palace
Palace is killing it.
Yeah, Palace was killing it since the beginning. Like their thing was like so cool, and I was just like, "Yo, that's kind of like retro," because all their videos that they were putting out at the time was like all VHS vibes. So it's like, and I was like, "Damn, like this is like super cool, like kind of like old school stuff." And then by that time, like Tyler and them had already came out, so like Supreme became a household name.
That's how I like really was like, oh, Supreme. You know, top with the box logo.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
well, like, bro, like that was crazy to me because it's like, oh, there is like kids that can like get up there and be into this stuff. It's like for us, like the kids on the forums and all that, it was just like this is like our little world.
Yeah,
no one's gonna like this is ours.
Once it broke into the mainstream, it's like the floodgates opened up.
Yeah, it went completely another way.
Shout
and then
Tyler.
Stayed. I got like went broke in college, so like sold a lot of like sneakers. Couple years ago, like I want to say like 6-7 years ago, I got back into like having my little sister like, oh, being steady on the sneaker game helped me like kind of get back into it. And I started like I got a little bit of money, started buying all the shoes I had or all the shoes I wanted. I was able to buy like Melvins, I was able to buy like Voorhees, and everything was cheap. I was getting like SBs for like $100, $125, $150.
Oh yeah, you were buying right in the middle of the great SB recession.
Yeah, and then like right 2-3 years ago, like boom again. Like SBs are not top dog, Dunks are top dog now again, and it's just like you look back at it, it's like kind of like fuck.
Crazy.
Man, I should have bought everything.
You missed out on Bitcoin again.
Yeah, I missed out on Bitcoin again.
You know, it's
like
all bad.
I've paid a pretty penny since the rebringing of it. All that I've paid a good amount of money for shoes that I've always wanted.
Yeah,
the great reawakening of Nike SB.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then from there, like the last couple years, like I've been really into like workwear. Like that's been like. Because I still love the brands like Supreme. Like it's always gonna have a good place in my heart, but I can't no more. For me, designs are just kind of getting a little bit less like.
So what are you on right now? Is it all Carhartt everything?
Carhartt everything, bro. Like shit,
That's your
dirtbag
shit.
white boy shit.
That's
You feel
your
me? Like yo, like middle fucking
Pave a driveway clothing.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get some work done, but like now, like my Carhartt, like Paisa Boys, like they're a bunch of like Mexican cats from out here from like SoCal. Like I fuck with them. It's like they kind of like we don't as like Mexicans we don't really have like brands that really fuck with us like that unless like they're from Mexico, and then it's like to an extent it's kind of corny.
Carhartt was the what's it called the brand? I mean like the Dream collab or whatever.
Yeah, no,
when
Carhartt,
you still had Heartthrob.
Yeah. Well, still to this day, I'm gonna get that Carhartt, and not with
Carhartt
WIP. I want regular Carhartt. I want good American Carhartt. But yeah, like damn, there's like 11 Workshop out of the city. It's another couple Mexican cats. Cause like that's the thing is like always normally like whenever you saw like kind of like an inspiration from like Mexican like values and stuff like that on clothes and like streetwear, it was always like super corny to the point where it's just like hella Mexican, hella white side. All that shit. It's like my whole problem with like brands from the city.
Yeah,
like
it's always too based on the fact that they're from the city.
Yeah, it's like
there's no identity beyond it.
Yeah. It's like well, fucking shirts that were like pedestrian.
Yeah,
it's like god damn.
No, I agree with you. We were just talking about that. We were at the vegan festival.
Yo, no, 100%. It's like vegans off the meat. It's
like off the wall and like off the meat. Yeah,
hey, yo,
vegan as fuck. You know.
Like, yeah, that your brand should have an identity kind of more than just, oh, this is, we are vegan, we don't eat meat, or we're from SF.
Yeah, or like, we're Mexican. It's like, nah, we just like, we got really cool shit as Mexicans, you get me?
Like
get into the intricacies.
Yeah. It's like rappers constantly talking about rapping. It's like, yo, maybe like a line or two, but get to the bars.
No, like literally, like I had one of my homies, Flex, like when he would be rapping, when he was first like starting like recording himself out and like writing, he was like he'd have like a couple bars. I was like, bro, stop rapping about rapping.
That's crazy. I had the same thing with Jaylon. Like Jaylon was like, your verses are starting to get better, but stop rapping about rapping. I was like, spitting, so listen, just pay attention to I.
I got an ill pencil and I rap like this.
That's really what it was. Pass me the instrumental. Watch me just go mental.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like there's like but that's in everything. And like those are like when we look at brands, like those are the corny ones.
It's very surface level, is what it is, and it definitely has its time, especially if it's like right there and brand new on the scene. But you have to grow beyond it.
Yeah, no, it's like you can make a shirt like that. If that's like what is it? Canelo has his brand like no boxing, no life. Like God, that's fucking corny. Yeah, like that's corny. No boxing, no life. Like bro, like
or like a skate brand like being specifically we're skateboarders or like if you do like graphics on your grip tape or something, like having a graphic of a skateboarder doing like a kickflip, like a silhouette is maybe one of like the corniest things you could do.
Or like having a T-shirt with like that.
Yeah,
and like but that's like and that's where I think I get like my like not letting it be corny is from skateboarding.
Yeah, because they always find a way to subvert it.
No, yeah, and it's like
skateboarders as fuck.
Yeah, like if you're corny, you will get called out. Like 100% as a skateboarder, like growing up skateboarding, like no one fucks with the corny shit. Like, yeah, you got the kids that are like the dudes who end up like making millions of dollars off it, but like the real OGs, the real ones in the streets, like actually skating, they don't fuck with that.
It's like the difference between a Nija and Mark Suchu. You know?
100%. It's like at the end of the day, shout out Nigel for getting the bag. No one can say anything, bro. He got the bag. But it's also like, what you have to do for that bag?
Yeah, contest skating versus street skating, stuff like that.
And it's like, and then even like, and that's what it goes like X Games. I remember when X Games was like first. It's like X Games was still like accepted. Like hell, like X Games was still like cool as fuck. And then like, they got marketed. They got corporate. And they kind of took the fun away from like actually like seeing something like.
Once you see that Monster Energy logo, that Red Bull logo.
Oh yeah, once you see that Red Bull logo on like 6 different snapbacks, bro, you know it's a problem.
Now it's Cariuma. That's the new big business that's infiltrating all these skateboarding. Like the Barracks is covered in Cariuma.
Hey, shout out to Barracks.
And the Barracks was like one of those cool like skateboarding things for a while, and then they just stopped being cool because they got sponsored out of the ass by all these corporate entities.
It's like how like Rob Dyrdek was like I didn't know about Rob Dyrdek like that until like he was on Robin Big, and then it's like you just see how like corporate he got, how like I want the bag, and it's like, bro,
I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, it's like, you know what comes with it.
Yeah, that's what you can do with money. That's how much fun you can have with money. Right. It's Rob Dyrdek, and like shout out Rob Dyrdek for that.
Yeah, like, I fucked with Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah. Off top.
No, shout out Big RP Big.
RP Big.
Big Black.
But yeah, okay. So not even just on the fashion tip, you are also very big as far as your opinions on music, and you have a very specific taste. I feel like, and that's definitely changed over the years. When I first met you, you were definitely heavy on the ASAP wave, heavy on the Odd Future wave. And now I feel like you've shifted way more. You've shifted away from like the punk rap type of sound into like the gritty New York gun stuff. You know,
100%. It's I don't know. I feel like I got older.
I feel it.
No, like it's all Griselda now. It's
hey yo,
boom, boom, boom. Hey, yo. Like bro, like just the ad libs. Their ad libs is what got me like initially. He was like, bro, like this is cool, and like. Jose had been trying to put me on. He's like, nah, bro, like when it comes to like rap or when it comes to like wrestling bars, like Griselda. And I was like, man, like Flatbush Zombie's been doing this forever. Yeah. Flatbush Zombie's been, and I was like, bro, like I love Flatbush Zombies, but they ain't doing it like these dudes. Like West Side Gun, like literally has like tapes of just about wrestling.
Yeah.
And like has like one of his like covers was like a painting of Chris Benoit. And like that's cool as fuck. But yeah, it's like I was like super big on like ASAP and like Tyler and stuff like that because that was like my like streetwear and my fashion shit.
The shift makes sense too.
Yeah.
As far as just talking about like rapping and like kind of like that type of like taste, going from like ASAP, Tyler, and then Griselda, it makes sense as you're getting older.
Yeah, I feel like that is the path you kind of in a sense take,
right?
and
Natural progression. Boo, boo, boo.
Nah, like I felt like I was the same. Like Jose told, like he sent me Dr. Birds, and I was like, for sure, like. And then I was kind of just listening
right
to
brick on my brick,
right brick on my brick.
Dr. Birds was definitely where I
R.I.P.
definitely
Virgil.
stepped into
RP Virgil, man,
R.I.P.
RP.
The only one that was able to be like tell people that he's rapping on some like quote brick on my brick type shit and make it like tasteful.
No,
He can be like shirt. You know what I'm saying?
no, it's like
He
on
did it
a
right.
full ass like tastemaker. Like these guys are like tastemakers now. Like
Yeah.
they have like shifted because I used to like hate like we're like boom bap rap and like yo bro we don't care about bars, we care about music. You get me?
No
Now,
one, bro. I was
on the
same
big
way.
Playboy Cardi, big Lil Uzi. Like I can't stand that shit no more.
Yeah,
Like no
yeah.
disrespect. Playboy, but like Lil Uzi's still the best at what he does, and I still will listen to Lil Uzi.
I still
like,
fuck with them. Yeah.
like it's Bay music. I still love Bay music. You get me? Like shout out Pilo. Like who'd have known?
It's like Griselda forces you to kind of like have a higher level of thinking while you're listening to it.
And you care more about like it's not no more like wow I just like oh this is a cool sounding song. It's like
yeah.
the production. It's like they use
everything.
Alchemist. They use like Derringer. They use 38 Special has been doing a lot of stuff. Big Ghost did those tapes with Conway and like these are like Harry Fraud. Muggs has done
Real
stuff.
hip hop.
Very hip-hop.
No, like and like you would have asked me 5 years ago, I would have thought that shit was corny as fuck. Like fuck that. Like, but like it made me kind of appreciate Nas more.
Yeah.
Like his last tape with Hit Boy. Like
I never even listened to it.
I liked it.
It was good?
Fire.
Yeah.
It was
fucking
fucking fire. I
Hit Boy
hate
has
it.
rebirthed Nas' career.
Shout out Hit Boy.
Yeah. Shout out like his tape with
Benny.
With Benny.
Yeah.
Or Burden of Proof.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
B.O.P. is fire.
Yep.
I fuck with B.O.P.
Like that's just like but like they find the right guys to make their beats.
Yeah, going back to also aesthetic though. Like even the Dr. Bird's video, like that video is clean.
You know what it
I
is?
mean?
They make you feel it. It's
Yeah.
not, and it's like, yeah, they got bars, yeah, they got great production. They really make you feel that shit that they're saying,
Right.
You know,
Like,
and I think
ooh.
that's something intangible.
And they're also kind of real about it.
Oh, yeah, for
they're-
sure. That's- and
these
that
ain't-
only
these
adds
ain't
to
guys
it.
that ain't that just like came out of nowhere and just like yeah we're talking about doing time and doing
Right.
selling
But
drugs.
even in that aspect, there are a lot of real rappers out there that just, you know, they don't make good enough music. You don't want to listen to it.
Exactly.
You know, they have
Exactly.
definitely rounded out all sides of the coin so that they can be like, oh, we're palatable, we're real, we're gritty, we're clever, we're funny. You know,
I
They
like
hit
battle
all these
rappers, you know?
Yeah.
Like I like battle rappers and sometimes they be hitting that, but I hear one song of theirs is the worst thing I've ever heard in my
Battle
life.
rappers can't make songs.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and that's been a thing for a
They
long time.
can't stay on beat.
It-
First
yeah.
and foremost, they can't.
But
That's
even
why
the
do you
ones
think they
staying
rap
on
without
beat.
beats? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Hey, yo. I've heard motherfuckers stay on beat, but they're like just it's like, bro, like
Like, I
right
don't-
when they start trying to make a song, it's like all of that just goes out the window.
Like, I don't want to hear Charlie Clips on a song.
yeah.
Hell no. Conceited can't reach the mic. I'm sorry.
But Conceited, I don't even think he was like one of the raw ones, but I'm saying like
He's
was
a
killing it for a minute.
very entertaining.
Yeah, he's
battle
animated.
rapper.
He's
He's super
animated.
entertaining.
literally his like direction and him going in the wild now all made sense. And shout out him, you know,
Yeah.
you know, getting the bag, whatever. But
Like it's funny. He's like Dumbfounded can stay on beat more than most of those
no,
guys.
Dumbfounded actually had some cool
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah, you feel me? Like bro can actually stay on beat.
Shout out Dumbfounded.
Like I remember like early watching that Conceited versus Dumbfounded.
Yeah.
And Dumbfounded was killing, but you know he had to get past the whole Asian thing. It's
It
hard
was just
to
kind of
do
funny,
in
like
battle
where
rap,
it's just like that's all they had on him though.
Yep.
Yeah,
like bro was a lot
literally.
more creative, a lot more creative.
That's
And
why I
it's
always
you're not
fucked with
gonna-
Dumbfounded.
Yeah, but you're not gonna win that one. You feel
Yeah.
me? Which sucks.
All right, so we were talking about Griselda for quite a minute. Obviously, big fan. Maybe the one that helps push the tapes to my ears more often than not. You, and Jose. I'll even throw Hector in there. He's definitely like been like, you need to listen to this shit. Can you give me like a top 5 of your favorite Griselda projects?
Dylon.
Of just Benny,
Conway,
and Gun. Yeah.
All right. Number 1, Pray for Paris.
Okay.
Pray for Paris. Pray for Paris. That 2020, that album was like amazing. I literally ran to that album pretty much like every day. Like, it's what made me like, God damn, this guy's good.
Virgil designed that cover, right?
Yeah, Virgil designed that cover.
Shout out.
With the whole all the like the interludes and all the skits from like wrestling. He had like a Ted DiBiase skit where he's talking about like getting the belt done, the whole tap dancing at the end. That's like, it's crazy, bro. Like, put together. Like, I had a Wale verse on there that I'm just like, oh, it's Wale, but like, hey, I'll take it.
Hey,
I'll
I
take
fuck with some Wale back in the day,
don't
bro.
know.
I definitely fuck with some Wale
This
back
isn't
in the day.
2008 no more. But okay, that
Flower bomb.
Hitler Wears Hermes side B
Okay.
on the newest one. Like, that one goes crazy.
Hermes.
Hermes.
It's Hermes.
Hermes.
And and what's crazy, he had Larry June on there. And that's like, for me, like, that was big, because Larry June, and he had Larry June and Jay Worthy. Definitely. And I at this point, it's not even in a particular order. We got
But Pray for Paris is number 1 for
Pray
sure.
for Paris is number 1.
Okay.
Burden of Proof by Benny.
Again, fire. I fuck
But
with that.
it's-
I've always fucked with Benny. Like, he was the first one that I gravitated toward.
Yeah, that was my first one,
Yep.
and then Conway. And then through times, I start to, like, sometimes I realize, like, it might be Westside for me. Like, it might be Westside my favorite out of them, because he's different. Like, bro, like, yes, Conway got the most bars. Conway, when it comes to bars,
The silliest.
the silliest with the bars, we can't say, what was it Benny said after?
I forgot.
Yeah. But he's West's best investment. Yeah, and then, but like, Benny's fucking crazy. Like, his song selection has been crazy as of lately, his beats and all that. He just sounds good on everything, but then, like,
Right.
Westside puts it all together. Like, he puts, and his voice makes
brains.
it that much better.
Yep.
And his ad-libs are probably the best. But
I thought at the first time I heard him, I thought Action Bronson started like a new.
He's got a new.
new
It's a
group.
new bit.
I was like, oh shit! Hey yo!
hey, shout out Action Bronson.
He's doing some pitch shifting in his vocal tracks.
Drink Henny like I'm Kenny Lovejoy. Hey yo!
But that was a bar though.
Yeah.
That was a bar. That
Yeah, that's
drinking
Westside's best bar.
If we're gonna talk about action bars, one of my favorite was it's not for any particular reason other than I can feel it. Is put the Audi in a red dress, make 10 less. I lost 50 on the Mets. I'm a mess. Oh my god.
No, bro, but that's like, and that's why I fuck, cause like Action Bronson's like, they're all in that same like kind of like crew, you would say, with like the people that they make
That's
music
that
with.
era of specifically that region of New York rap.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And they're all a bunch of older cats, bro. They're not like no fucking like early 30 dudes, bro. Like, these motherfuckers been around for a while, and they just
Yeah.
like
They popped when they needed to.
They popped when they needed to.
They
Motherfuckers
did.
can rap.
They were on the 2 Chainz plan of advancement.
You gotta switch your name from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz to make it in this world.
If he switched it back to Titty Boy, it'd still be hard though. I'm
Yeah,
not
it'd
even
be
gonna lie.
actually even better at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that anymore. There's Titty Boy at SF too. Shout out Titty Boy.
Shout out Titty Boy. All right, but what I had Pray for Paris. I had
one.
Hermes
Hermes B.
Hitler Wears Hermes side B.
Burden of Proof.
Burden of Proof. I have to read La Machina, bro. Conway's La Machina.
Fire. Fire.
I'm back in that zone.
I caught on to that one late too, but I'm very
Bruiser
pleased.
Brody, yeah, bro. Like,
Bruiser Brody.
Like, and
I
that's a
couldn't even
wrestling.
get
That's a
past that.
wrestling
Yeah,
reference.
shout out
Bruce.
Bruiser-
R.I.P. Bruiser Brody.
All right, I literally just watched his Dark Side of the Ring not too long ago. Fucking fire.
I never really followed wrestling.
love
Yeah.
wrestling.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro, wrestling.
Nah,
That's why I
shout
fuck
out,
with these
though. Shout
motherfuckers
out,
so
y'all.
much even more
Yeah.
because like the wrestling references.
I feel like I'm missing out because I'm like listening to them and I fuck with it, but I'm like I might be missing shit.
It's like back in the day, like there's still technically like this. Westside and Conway as a crew dropped stuff under Hall and Nash.
That's hard.
And that's-
What?
Yes, Scott
That's
Hall and
hard.
Kevin Nash. Like
R.I.P.
the
Scott
outsiders.
Hall, bro.
R.I.P. Scott Hall, man. Hey yo, machismo. But and then last one, the plugs I met. Benny's the plugs I met.
Plugs on Met is fire.
Yeah. And then it's really because of that Pusha T song, the 18-wheeler.
Oh, 18-wheeler goes hard, bro.
18-wheeler goes hard.
Pusha is also one of my favorite Coke rappers. I'm not even gonna lie.
But Barbie's
Shout out
my
Pusha.
favorite Coke rapper.
Shout out Push.
Shout out Pusha, bro. Diet Coke.
That's
Diet
a
Coke.
joke, right?
That's a joke, right? Yo, fuck filet of fish, bro. I'm riding with you. Pusha.
Arby's. Arby's.
We got the meat.
Hey yo, Arby's, you need to relax. Look at us.
We off the meat.
No, but yeah, like that shit was crazy because like motherfuckers don't know that ba da pa pa pa. I'm loving it. Is Pusha T. Pusha T wrote that, and that's where the beef comes from with McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
That
But
Pusha
I
T.
thought that was Justin Timberlake.
No, Pusha T wrote that. Pusha T and his brother.
I'm loving it.
No,
The actual song of Justin Timberlake's song.
bro. Pusha T wrote it,
Man, we missing a chunk of history here.
bro. Like give him his
That's why
props.
Justin Timberlake is the GOAT too. Hey yo,
We not doing that. I didn't come in for that. Nah, bro, but like
you don't know the song? Just I'm loving it.
No,
bro, I'm
what?
about to put y'all on game after this, man.
I probably definitely
Man,
heard
some
it.
of y'all know what I'm talking about.
I've definitely
Let them
heard it.
know.
If you know what he's talking about, send us a DM.
But that's why
please.
y'all saying
That's our
Pusha-
mailbag for this week. If you know what the fuck he's talking about,
Or if you know what I
need
was saying.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba,
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I
Justin
need you to.
Timberlake.
I need you to send
Pusha
that into
T.
me, so I'm like, because I have no idea what that is.
Like, what are you talking about?
Real talk.
I will see.
Okay, so we went over the Griselda,
Yeah, my
your
top
top
five.
five. Yeah, solid list.
It'll probably change by next year, to be honest. It'll drop something that's even crazier.
It makes me want to go back and
Oh yeah, shout out Fourth Row too. That's like the whole tape is like a West Side tape, all about like they're all titled after wrestlers.
That's fucking fire.
And like that's the one where I was like, I was like, damn, it'd be crazy if Action Bronson and West Side Gun did a song together. You go on that tape, the Dudley Boys, you got a song together. And it's like kind of perfect.
Nice.
Devon and Bubba,
Bubba Ray. Who was your favorite wrestler?
Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Bar none.
And it's not even like, to me, he's the greatest wrestler of all time. He's the greatest wrestler of all time. He was 5'7" and he suplexed Brock Lesnar.
Motherfucker, my height.
5'7", bro. Hella steroids.
A lot of people did steroids.
Hell
Benoit
is-
did steroids.
But and that's why Benoit was fucked in the head.
No, it wasn't. It's that CTE.
But why was he? The steroids led to him doing wild shit and think he should fly off the fucking top rope and headbutt motherfuckers.
I'm pretty sure that was before the steroids, bro.
You think he was already fucking up?
He was already like
the ravaging Wolverine.
Bro, look at his face. He was headbutting motherfuckers for fun before that. I'm sure.
Oh, he Canadian, so you know he was doing the trees.
Look how at the thickness of that neck. I know it's roids, but you know what? That comes from years of practice.
Yeah, that's good point.
Oh.
No, but Eddie Guerrero. I cried when he passed away. I was in the car. Me and Jose were in the car. When they put it on the radio. We heard it, and we were like, "No, can't be." We were hella young. I saw when he won the title at Cow Palace. We was there. Like that's my goal. Like as a kid, that was my hero, Eddie Guerrero. I used to tell all the kids in elementary school, like, "Oh yeah, Eddie Guerrero, my uncle." Because all the small kids used to be like, "Oh yeah, The Rock is my uncle," or "Rakishi's my uncle." Come to find out, it is their uncle.
Dude, yeah.
And we was over here like, "Oh, y'all lying, we lying too." Me and Jose used to always be like, "Oh yeah, Eddie Guerrero's our uncle." You know, Rey Mysterio's our uncle too. You know what I mean? Dom's our cousin either way.
Chavo.
Shout out Uncle Chavo. But like, no, yeah, and it was like super funny because like all the kids used to be like, oh, like all our Samoan homies would be like, "Oh yeah, like Rakishi's my uncle." Okay, Eddie Guerrero's my uncle.
You come to find out Rikishi and The Rock are from Hayward.
Rakishi lived in the
Picking
city,
him
bro.
up from
Like,
school.
the Usos were born in the city until they moved out to Florida.
They're all picking him up from school and shit.
I know, right?
Oh shit.
But yeah, nah, and then it's like I love Stone Cold.
Stone Cold's
I love Stone
sick.
Cold. Fuck 316.
Personally, mine was always The Rock, then Stone Cold, then Undertaker. That was my big three.
I was a big Undertaker fan, but then like through years and years, I started like to realize like Undertaker was a good personality, like, but he wasn't that good of a wrestler.
Yeah. Definitely.
But at the end of the day, as a kid, he was like super cool to me. But as I got older, I rewatched. I got like the WWE Network when
He's
it first
not.
came
He's
out.
not a technical wrestler.
Nah, like Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
Fuck
Oh yeah.
with Bret Hart.
Bret Hart is
Shout out
fucking living legend.
the Hitman. The Hitman Bret Hart. Him. Shawn Michaels still forever be good. I got a lot more respect for Chris Jericho
Oh
as
yeah.
I got older.
My mom met Chris Jericho. He rented a car from her.
Hey, shout out Chris Jericho.
Sent me the random ass picture at
shout out
like
Tita.
Shout out
12 in the
Tita
morning.
Mickey.
Like, hey, do you remember him? Chris Jericho's renting a car for me. I was like, hell yeah. What the fuck? Why do you have a picture with him? She, a random one too. She met Be Legit over there. Yeah. Rented the whip
wild.
from her. And then she was like, yeah, it smelled like weed when it came back.
We're gonna have to
Smelled
write
like you when it came back.
Like, yeah. Why do you smell like Be Legit's car?
Hey, now we know. Hey,
out, Mom.
what's that smell on SeeEm? Be Legit perfume. That good
Be Legit for men. You like?
Be Legit for men. Oh shit.
Nah, but Sting, I love Sting.
I was never a big WCW guy. I
like
never watched WCW.
WCW, like Goldberg.
Woman Crush Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I can go back into the conversation now.
Nah, yeah. I was surprised you didn't watch a lot of wrestling, to be honest.
I don't know. I feel like it was never in my. I blame my brothers.
Yeah, like I'm surprised. Like at their age, like they're
Nah,
from
I think they were actually watching that shit.
they just didn't let you.
It
watch
was more of like Vince watching it. I don't think Jalon really watched it.
I feel it.
But then that's basically all it was.
Oh yeah, we know Jalen don't like men in tights. But yeah, like wrestling was like super big for us as kids. Like up until like a few years ago, I was still watching WWE. I just watch like AEW now.
I feel it. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of different people, especially since WWE is trying to do the more family friendly thing.
Yeah, it's like fuck that.
You know,
Like I get it. I get it.
get the bag. You know, you're the biggest name in wrestling. You had to go corporate at some point.
yeah, and it's just like let NXT do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let NXT be like the wild motherfuckers, and like just keep bringing them back. But like AEW's just running the shit now. Like,
I feel it.
They got like one of my favorite wrestlers right now, like Hangman Page, fucking cowboy, bro. Like his whole gimmick's a cowboy. Of
course.
I fuck with that shit. He's a champion right now.
Oh man, okay, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I know they'd be doing. They're a little more over the top, like very animated with their storylines and shit like that. They don't take themselves as seriously. From what I've heard, obviously I'm not an expert.
And
on
they've taken a
AEW or
bunch of
anything.
guys who were like not being like C-listers in the WWE. They took a bunch of those guys and they made them like top guys.
That's fucking sick.
Because most of those guys are like top guys. Like those guys were really good fucking wrestlers. Like what's his name? Cody Rhodes ended up going over there, became like top guy for a long time.
Oh shit.
And like Cody Rhodes is a really good wrestler, and it comes to find out he's really good. But then you take the fact that they went to NJPW first in Japan, and they're out there doing their thing. Like Kenny Omega, all those guys. Like a lot of good guys come from out there now. Like Finn Balor, he used to be Prince Devitt out there in New Japan.
Yeah, okay. You need to go ahead and do a fucking Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Yeah, bro. Just let me get on there. Hey,
What would your episode be?
Eddie Guerrero.
Straight up?
Eddie Guerrero.
They touched on. I know you've seen it, but
Yeah.
they did touch on Eddie in the Chris Benoit episode, which was a two-parter. But what would you do specifically, like differently, as far as the Eddie episode?
The years where like Vince was like barely holding on to him, like because of like Eddie being like getting arrested, getting being a complete drunk half the time. Like that's
the struggle years.
Yeah, no, like that's why Eddie like took so long to win the title. Like fundamental wrestling, like no one was touching Eddie in the thing. Like bro was really good, like fundamentally. Like he had a good gimmick. He was an amazing face whenever when he was a face, when he was a good guy, you loved him. But when he was a heel, when he was the bad guy, he made you hate him. Like me, I couldn't hate him. Like even when he was like feuding with Rey Mysterio, I was like, I'm taking Eddie's side. Like that is his son. All this shit. But it was like because like it took so long for him because of all his struggle years. Because he just couldn't get it together. And he comes from like a long line of wrestling. Like one of the best like Mexican American families in wrestling.
Damn, that's
Wow.
sick.
Like they pretty much were all Mexican, like born on the other side, but they just happened to be in El Paso, which is right at the border. The line was drawn.
Damn. Okay. That would be a dope episode. I would love to see a full dissertation on Eddie and his WWE history for sure. That should be fire.
And even like put him when his heart stopped when he had a heart attack during the ring during the SmackDown. Like I remember watching that live and I'm like, damn, like what the fuck happened to Eddie? He got hurt. It's like, nah, motherfucker had a heart attack.
Shit.
Wow.
Wrestling's fake.
Really?
But the hazards are real. All right. So just shifting away from it. What have you been listening to lately?
hella Larry June.
Hella Larry June.
Shout out 2 Peas in 1 Pod with him. 2 Peas in a Pod. Him and Jay Worthy. I fuck with Jay Worthy.
Shout out.
Like
Those beats are insane.
yeah. Who did it?
Jay Worthy is pretty
Sean
much
House?
your SoCal lookalike.
Yo, someone said that before. Someone said that before. When I was working at, I used to work at G-Star. When I was working at G-Star, some dude was like, he's like, bro, you look familiar. You look like somebody. And then as he's paying, he's like, bro, you look like Jay Worthy. I was like, I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's hella funny.
What's happening?
That's a fire project though. I fuck with it. We were listening to it pretty much all weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's the production on it's crazy.
Production on is good.
Wild.
So I mean, when I was listening to it, I like it, but at the same time, I think the first half of it kind of sounds more like it does sound like a Jay Worthy London Drugs album with Larry features on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what the vibe that I got from the first few songs on it, which is not a bad. It's not bad at all, but I felt like it was like a little more catered toward Jay Worthy than to like Larry's particular flow.
Yeah.
Still dope. I liked it a lot, but it definitely sounded like not like the signature
Larry
sound. Yeah.
West Coast.
But that
Chill.
I feel like it had to do a lot with it being produced by Sean House.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like it is London Drugs producer.
Yeah.
And that thing was exactly produced by Westside.
Fucking sick.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Westside.
Oh,
That's
shit.
on Griselda Records.
Hey,
Jay
yo,
Worthy's on Griselda
shout
now.
out Jay Worthy. Yeah.
That's what's up.
No, yeah, that's like to me that's cool as fuck. Like that like ties in like a lot of my favorites together. You get me?
Yeah.
But no, I liked it. I definitely see what you're saying. Some of the tracks, some of the verses did feel like old verses, like from that they just been holding on to. And they
Just like, I'm gonna get this off on this track. But I mean,
or more like the song's just old.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the song might have just been from a couple years ago, and they got to putting it out together finally. Like, oh yeah, we finally were able to put it out. It's like a few years old.
okay.
Cause like Larry's lingo in some of them sounds a little like older Larry.
I feel it.
Yeah.
The second half definitely feels more Larry to me. I fucked with it heavy. I think my favorite tracks on there are probably She's Not Around, Hotel Bel Air, the Jim Jones feature, Late Nights. Those are probably like my favorite ones on there right now. It'll probably shift when I listen to it more, but I fuck with it just off the sole fact that it's fucking, it's Larry, it's Jay Worthy. They're two motherfuckers that have been fucking with each other for a minute. They complement each other very well. Real P shit, not that Gunna shit.
Not that Gunna shit. Not
Real
that
talk.
fucking P emoji shit. Like real P shit.
Real piece shit.
Real P shit.
We
Like,
can't have
if you
anything.
don't know what a 304 or a 16 is, you don't know what a P is.
Y'all
for
fuck
real.
up everything.
Hey, write it in your calculator and turn it upside down. You'll find out. You'll find out.
You dig? But yeah, what's your favorite track on there right now?
Honestly, it's that Leave It Up to Me.
Yeah,
That-
Bro, like
there you go.
because like literally like when they dropped the trailer for that, I went and found the sample and I was listening to that song over because I was like, bro, this sample's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I was hoping there's gonna be like a lot of Alchemist. There's gonna be like an Alchemist song or something, but it turned out it was just all Sean House, and it was like, but this is still perfect because like some of my favorite songs like to this day are it's Larry June, Jay Worthy on a Sean House beat. Like always from the London Drugs Burnout project, Burnout 4, like always, like that beat's crazy.
their Burnout series has always been really dope
Yeah.
too. I fuck with that shit.
But I also like Dear Winner, which was the Alchemist beat. That's the song we used on the Heartthrob Muni trailer.
yeah.
Yep.
Man, that was a great fucking choice for that. I love that sample. You know,
Bruh.
fucking
And it's just so smooth, and that's the thing with them. They're just so smooth.
Smooth
yes,
with it.
And
yes, butter.
And it takes us like for me like it's like my two sides of, like my music taste where it's like I'll listen like Conway, Benny, and then
Bars.
and it's like and these
And then
motherfuckers got bars
smooth,
too, but
yeah.
like these are hard bars. Like
Yep.
they're hard bars, and these
Smooth. You know,
It's like
I
smooth.
could stun on you, but I'm gonna keep it modest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
like-
talking about my life.
smooth how things are said.
I'm not
and
gonna
just
keep it
kinda
modest.
like, yeah, man. I definitely understand that.
what's your favorite on there, Polo?
It's that one. I was trying to figure it out while y'all was talking. It kind of just riffs into it. That Justin Timberlake one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know the Justin Timberlake sample.
It runs to like a sample in the chorus, and then fuck, I forgot what's the title of it. It's probably like in the middle. The fuck are you doing?
It's probably the CeeLo Green song.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I don't
And that
remember.
CeeLo, shout out for them for getting
I'll
a
put it-
CeeLo Greens
That is
feature.
the most random feature that I probably expected.
I'll put a
Did not
personal
expect
comment
from
and
them.
then
But
put
dude,
what it is.
yeah, due to his voice, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Due to
The
how-
instrument fits. I would never have thought like I would hear CeeLo on a Larry June and Jay Worthy
That is pretty random.
project. You
But
know what
it
I mean?
worked.
Shout out, but shout
It
out.
worked.
Shout out.
Dude, yeah, that shit is sick.
What's
what
your
else?
favorite?
I mean, I think the Jim Jones feature on there. I really like that shit. That and me and him were talking about it not too long ago. I feel like, especially in his older age, he's more polished. He knows how to rap now. It's not just him trying to like talk shit over a beat.
Doing the rain dance, you like it?
Yeah, Jim Jones has definitely like become one of my favorite listens in the past couple years, as far as like just
Like, what was that
sound.
tape he dropped like last year or the year before?
I forgot the name of it.
It was like a
honestly.
skull and it's like a snake around the cover or something like that.
I couldn't tell you.
That shit was good. It was fucking good. Like that shit was like really good. I was like, God damn, okay, Jim Jones.
And
Okay, Capo.
I never
okay,
would have
Capo.
expected Jim Jones to be the one at a Dipset that I fuck with right now. Low key. Because I always fuck with Cam.
Hey, shit is getting out of hand. Shit is getting out of hand. Nah, man, I was a big Cameron fan. Like, I was a big Dipset. Like it was kind of sad, like, because I went into that Dipset versus Long shit, like, that versus. I went in like, yo, I'm coming in with the Tim's on, the fucking American bandana across my head, you feel me? Like, yo, it's Dipset.
The fur and hat combo.
Yeah, and then immediately
Start
out there,
taking it off after.
yeah, midway through, I was in the kitchen getting a paper towel to wrap around my head.
Let it be known, Jadakiss is 2-0 in verses.
Bro, Jadakiss is still nice and will forever be nice. And I'm glad he got a lot more listens on his old shit.
Not even just Jada, but Chic,
Yeah,
Styles, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, all them, like, but like Jadakiss, bro.
Yeah.
Jada, like we must have forgot.
He got his
must have
flowers
forgot-
after that shit.
We must have
I love
forgot
that.
how nice he was, and then it was cool because everybody started hitting him up to do like things like his the verse he did on Donda.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that verse.
Right, yeah.
Hip hop, hip hop.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
Yeah, no, bro, that shit is fucking dope.
Hey, what do you know?
We need a button.
Hey, what do you know about the 4 elements of hip hop?
Skateboarding. Let's list them out. Skate.
Management, PR,
Touring.
And merch. That's 5.
What's your case record like? Yeah, that's rap music nowadays. Hey, how many times you been in jail? You're signed.
How about Tana Talk 4? I know you've been fucking with that heavy.
Bro, Tana Talk 4, bro.
Do you have any qualms about J. Cole returning to his status as the GOAT on there?
Hey, yo.
Shout out Craig.
I'm not going to call him. I've never called him the GOAT. I never will call him the GOAT. Hey, we listening to J. Cole again, though.
No, for real. Like real talk. J. Cole is definitely top 10,000.
On the night I was born, rain was pouring, God was crying.
It's a fire verse. I like that verse a lot.
It
And
is
I
a
have
fire
not
verse.
listened to, like, everybody knows that we haven't really fucked with J. Cole as a collective for a while now.
It's kind of
Look,
funny
not
how
even
J.
on
Cole's
some-
always been the like. We let Drake slide on some shit because like Drake will give us like a song that we like kind of just like, oh, you
It's
know, like,
vibey. Yeah,
that's what-
Drake still know how to put out the hits sometimes.
But like J. Cole, we would talk so much shit
yeah,
about.
yeah, like
Because it's easy to pile on
Yeah,
somebody
no,
after you've already seen everybody else.
Bro,
pile on.
he was definitely
no
a target.
feature, no feature.
But look, off the hate shit, like on some just taste shit, like he never really was, you know.
He was like-
I was like, all right, let me remove the whole like targeting him and just hating and shit. Try to listen to his stuff, and I'm like, nah, I still can't digest it. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of
don't
feel the
really
same
like it,
way,
you know.
just because his, I guess his style doesn't fit my sensibilities as much.
Right.
Because I
Last
like
album
listening to
was cool.
stupid music.
It's not even just that though. I mean, like even like production wise and all that stuff, it still doesn't really hit home with me and stuff.
I
Like
definitely
some
feel
of it
that.
is cool, you know. Again, back to the last album, that was cool, bro. I was a J. Cole stan. You remember that? I was a J. Cole
Yo,
stan.
Friday Night Lights, bro.
Yeah, Friday Night
I
Lights.
really like
Bro,
Warm
we
Up.
all
Dude, the
was
first
dope.
song I ever listened to was Lights Please, and then he released the same song maybe 4 years later.
Hey, but it was updated.
I ain't never
But it
been
was
this
updated
before.
though.
No, I ain't never been this before. You know, it'd be crazy if she's a virgin also.
It's the story about Mother Mary and the Immaculate Conception. right.
No, but like I saw J. Cole like Nas. To me, they were boring.
Yeah.
As I went through my phases like fucking like Tyler, being super Tyler fan, being all them, like being all the hype shit, all the fucking like we want to mosh at every show. We were big, we're Travis Scott fans and all that shit.
Yeah, right.
And then it's like get older, you sound like, bro, like listen to it. Listen to it. It's like at the end of the day with J. Cole, his production, like he makes a lot of his own beats.
Yeah.
So I think like we are gonna like a lot of more of his shit when he's on a feature.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that's how we saw like John P. Scatty.
Yes.
Like he's a feature. He's on someone else's beat, bro. You sound nice on beats like that.
What was that?
Hit up Alchemist for a beat.
That Good Friday drop. It was a Ye beat. I mean a Ye song. It was like, they said you are what you eat, and I still ain't pussy. That shit was hard. I was like, let's go, J. Cole to go. Top 10,000.
Hey yo, boo boo boo.
See, okay, I feel like similarly about how you kind of group him in that Nas category, but I feel like I fucked with all that shit when I was younger a lot more.
Yeah.
And now I think my brain has turned into having more fun and taking it less seriously. So that's kind of why I maybe like shied away. Not shied away, but
J. Cole is like still
kinda
like
gravitated
definition
away
of
from
like backpack rap. You know what I'm saying?
if we're calling it that,
Hip
yeah.
hop.
But see, like hip hop is
He's a
still kind of
child of that
shifting
shit,
to like
yeah.
something else. I feel like backpack is now different than like Griselda. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, like
Yeah.
I'd call Griselda and them real hip hop.
Yeah, real hip hop. But then
that-
there's like backpack hip hop.
Yeah, it's like,
that
we'll
like
take
J.
that
Cole
shit to a
kind of
cipher.
fits,
Fuck out of
you
here.
know?
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, J. Cole features starting to kind of be wet with it. Like, you know, a lot of them are cool. Some of the songs are Gucci, you know.
I've
Put an
liked
M to his head, like you Luigi brother now, like, you know, stuff like that.
I like this last album
That shit was
a lot
fire.
more than a lot of the other albums that he's dropped.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as Forest Hills. Like I fucked with that album definitely, but this latest album from Cole definitely feels more like, oh, I'm getting back to like bars. I'm not really like trying to give you a TED talk this entire time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'm not trying to talk to you about like paying off college and shit like that.
Hey, it's a struggle, man, and I feel like that's a big.
But it
reason why
should
a lot
not
of
be a
people-
struggle for him, and he should not like let
He's
it go.
making music for other people to
But
relate to. That's the
fuck
thing.
outta here, bro.
That's the thing.
We're not gonna come. We're not gonna like be like, yo, we're on the same. We're talking about the same things. We're going through the same shit. He is not still paying off college tuition. He's paying off other people's college tuition.
Can you name a motherfucker that you would rather hear college tuition bars from?
I don't want to hear college
Someone
tuition
that's
bars.
coming up.
Asher Roth. Asher Roth.
Someone that's
Asher
coming
Roth.
up.
We're talking about college tuition bars. Asher Roth.
Asher Roth, top 5 white rapper for sure.
But number one is Mac Miller.
Number 1 is
Well, number one is Mac Miller. Eminem can be second now.
Mac-
He should have never dropped his last 3 albums.
He dropped 3 albums since 2004.
He drops hella albums.
Yeah. But we gonna base it
Too
on the
much.
last 3, just off the last 3. You lost your spot as number 1.
I'm not even gonna lie, he might have lost number 1 too for me. His
Actually,
stock value started
yeah.
going low, like so.
And it was like how Mac
Mac
Miller,
Miller, though.
became
Shout
like
out. I'll
he
put him
became a
there.
musician, bro. Like he wasn't just a
Oh
rapper
yeah,
anymore.
no, his sound
he was an
completely
artist.
developed into
Yup.
something else. It
And he was
wasn't
getting
just
so
like-
good at it.
He wasn't trying to be a
Dude, for
rippity
real.
rapper as much anymore.
He was
you know?
getting so good at it, and that's what sucked. Cause like Swim was
Swimming was
good EP,
beautiful.
all that shit was so fucking good.
Yeah. Not for RP. Man.
Watching movies with the sound off, another classic.
That one's good.
Bro,
yeah.
fire.
The Action Bronson verse on there on Red Dot Music.
Yes.
that is my favorite Action Bronson verse. That
Was the other one good AM or whatever?
Yeah, Good AM was one. Blue Side Park, shout out Blue Side Park. That's still when he was rapping.
The crazy
I
thing is
wasn't
that
a
I
huge
always
fan of, like Mac Miller rapping.
Yeah, in
Not
the
gonna lie.
beginning it was more
Kool-Aid
like
and frozen
I knew
pizza.
you were always a Mac Miller fan. I
Yeah.
remember that even like in like
high school, bro.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a Mac Miller
See,
fan.
I was never a Mac Miller fan back then. I
Yeah,
was way
me either.
more
I was
on
like
the-
whatever, like it was cool.
But
I
once he
wasn't
started
like
making music, that's when I was like, okay, he's
Yeah.
different, you know?
yeah.
His like Larry Fisherman shit.
Larry Fisherman shit, I kind of fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like I was because what made me really like him was like I remember there was a time where he dropped like an EP and on there he had like a song that had like Dash and Vince Staples, and I was like those are guys I really fucked with, like Dash and Vince Staples.
Right.
Like early on, and I was like, oh shit, like he tied in. And then he turned out like he's super cool with Schoolboy. He's like, we need a new Schoolboy tape.
He
Like,
helped
yeah.
Vince Staples in his early career.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out.
Yeah, honestly, I'd never really fucked with him, and then I heard his verse on Money Shot with Spitta.
Money Shot, bro.
Maybe my favorite Mac Miller verse, just on some "I'ma talk my shit," bruh.
100%. That is my favorite Mac Miller verse.
But I didn't give him the time of day before that. I never really liked Nikes on my feet. I didn't like the kids mixtape. I didn't like a lot of the shit that he was dropping.
Yeah, I never denied his like rapping
No,
ability.
yeah, I'm never like, oh, he's not a good rapper. I just didn't want to listen to
But
him.
it was always like the melodic stuff that I always drawn to.
Same,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shoot, and then that's why swimming was
On my
so
Donald
fire.
Trump shit, look at all this money. Ain't that something?
Bro, yeah. I don't
Even
know.
that one song, what is it like the what is like talks about the day, good day or something like that, like. Never mind.
Best day ever.
Oh yeah, is that what it is? Yeah.
Best day ever.
Oh no, Keep Floating was making, and again another melodic song, and that was
Yeah.
only a bonus track. You know, but yeah, once he started like really getting into his like his musicianship bag, that's when I was more like, okay, yeah, he's making stuff that's palatable. It's
Yeah.
coming from a place where he's like talking about like some real shit in his own life. You know, I fuck with that so heavy. It was super sad when he passed away. Like,
Yeah, for real.
That one hurt.
it did.
That
did-
one
that did
fucking
hit.
hurt.
You know, he's around our age. You know, like we know a lot of people that like obviously not doing it at the level that he is, but like a lot of people dealing with addiction and like depression, things of that nature. You
Ask
know?
for help.
Yeah,
Ask for help.
hmm You're not too manly or too strong to ask somebody else for help, bro. Just remember that.
If you can do it on your own, more props to you. 100%.
Not a lot of people can.
Not a lot of people can.
And there's no shame in
It doesn't
it.
work. It doesn't normally work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue is like people that are going through it, they don't feel like an invitation from the people around them to like talk to them or something like that. So it gets to that point where it's all in here, and then
It's kind of like almost like
it's
you
all
feel
fucked
embarrassed
up.
to
Exactly,
even
yeah.
like
or you don't want to put that burden
on
other
someone
people.
else. Yeah,
You know?
you feel like it's selfish to even talk about it. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
which
hey,
is
check
like-
on your homies.
Yeah,
Check
that's
on-
another
check
thing too.
on
On the
your
other
homies.
side, check on your homies.
Check
yeah,
on your homies, bro.
Yeah, man.
for sure.
We
RIP
were
to
talking
him.
about relationships and like just how we're kind of like not great at keeping, like not great at maintaining them. But that's
Yeah.
like another huge thing. Like even when it does feel like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in a while or something, you know, feel free to check out and be like, hey man, or like I was just wondering like what's good, if you're chill, you know, just want to say what's up. You know, something as little as that could be.
Yeah,
you know,
no, because
life-changing.
and it's just also hard to like for people to like break that norm. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yeah.
Like they're not just gonna be like they think about it, and then like it's wild that is more important than actually checking on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting more importance of like, damn, I don't want him to think this is weird that I'm texting him randomly,
Mm-hmm.
versus like the importance of actually checking on
Yeah.
him. That's wild to even think about, right?
But that's why, like, I fuck with like. There's certain things I don't fuck about IG.
Yeah.
Just in the sense, like, we put our lives
Right.
to the
It's a-
world.
it's a
but
lot
it's so
of-
good for just like
connection.
like
Yeah.
you can like something for somebody, or like their story. Just hit them up about their story. It's like, oh shit, bro.
And it
like,
it might make their day, you know?
Like, but that opens up that alleyway to talk. That
Yeah,
opens, like,
yep.
cause like I got a bunch of homies that I don't necessarily speak to anymore, like on a day-to-day basis. But they know at the end of the day, like, yo, bro, it's
good.
like it's to the day the wheels fall off. You feel
Right.
me? Like
Pick back up where we left off,
we
right?
we right back to it every time.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel that. Okay, so I know we kind of went off on a tangent, but Tana Talk 4, Benny's drop, fucking fire. Johnny P's Caddy, great song, great lead up single. One thing that I fucked with, the Diddy feature. The Diddy cosign is huge, especially coming from New York. And the fact that they're able to get Diddy on a fucking track, I mean that speaks volumes to how they're viewed right now in the game, and I'm fucking with it so heavy, honestly. Like I'm not even like a Diddy fan. Like I was never like, oh, I fuck with Diddy super heavy, but like that's definitely a flex. You know what I mean?
Nah, like that just shows that like everyone now is looking at them. Like they're now becoming like the people you have to, like you kind of have to fuck with. If you don't, what's wrong with you?
They have the lane.
Yeah, they have the lane and they're running the lane,
You get in it or you make your own one. That's the thing.
or just don't get in theirs.
Yeah.
Don't get in theirs because they running this shit. Now, like fucking like that whole tape is fucking crazy. I've been like listening to that like constantly, like when I work out.
Tyson versus Ali. The
Yeah,
Conway
Tyson,
Ali.
Tyson versus Ali.
versus Ali.
Conway on there. Fucking trading verses back and forth with each other. So good. Fucking there was a lot of fentanyl raps on there.
A
Whole lot
lot
of
of
fentanyl
fentanyl.
raps. And I have one note here. Like I love how Benny's sound, like his preference of beats, it makes him seem like a villain, like a larger than life type of villain. I know, like that's kind, that's their persona at this point, but you feel that shit more than like I feel like Conway has a lot of like smoother stuff, and he definitely like
Conway's like an anti-hero.
no
He's
yeah
like, it's not even like a villain. He's accepted. He's a bad guy.
yes
He's a bad guy. And it's like, bro, the shit they did, you feel me? Because, like, at the end of the day, we motherfuckers did time, so they did something.
Right.
oh yeah, but overall very fire project. Do you have a favorite track off that?
Back 2 times.
How about you?
I have no idea.
I think mine
I
will
don't know
probably
about the
be Tyson
titles.
Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not because that Stove God.
Yeah,
'Cause,
Stove God. Shout out Stove God.
Stove God, good. Go on YouTube and search his freestyles. This motherfucker nice.
Who?
Stove God Cooks.
Got it.
He's got bars, bro.
Bro,
Every feature
bars.
that I've heard from him has always been like, ooh.
And him and Benny do a lot of stuff together. They do a lot of stuff together, but bro, like even on like Pyrex Picasso, he got some shit on there too. Like listen to that shit, bro. Like Stove God Cooks can rap.
You heard it here first. Stove God Cooks. Pull up on him.
The whole Tyson versus Ali thing, like in the beginning of Benny's verse, he kind of goes off of the fact that like two greats existing, two legends can't coexist. You act like two legends can't coexist. You know, the other GOAT rapper, he mentioned that as well. But yeah, no, that's like, what do y'all think about that? Like about like people always constantly being in comparison and all that stuff.
I personally don't like it.
Right.
There's too many different like lanes for people to be in that you can't just call somebody a goat and have it be all encompassing, wherein there may be like somebody that does it better in a certain style. It's too different. Everything's so subjective,
Right.
And that's not like between styles of people that coexist with each other in the same time frame. It's the same thing with like trying to compare people across like different eras. Like,
Yeah, I was
the
about to go into
tools
that.
that are available today are not the same are not the same tools that were available back in the day. So like people are working with more and more every day now, and they have the ability to look back on that type of shit and use it as like reference or like pick and choose what they like, what they didn't like, what works, what didn't works.
Yeah.
The fact that everything's like constantly evolving makes it so that you have more source material.
Right.
And that's kind of why I couldn't pick a GOAT. If I had to pick one, it'd be like a bullshit answer that I'm like, I feel like that this way, but this day, but it may switch at another time. Like I've always said, Kendrick's probably my GOAT, but when I
Right.
think about it more, it's probably like more at Currency most these days. You know what I mean? And it's
Shout out Currency.
Shout out Spitta.
But it goes to kind of like
taste.
it's subjective.
Yeah, it goes-
Exactly, yeah.
taste.
Like that's where I'm fucked up because I'll say my goat and I was like, it's the goat. Like
Yeah.
my goat is the goat. If you got a
Yeah.
problem with that, fight it with yourself. You give
Yeah.
me you accept it on your own. The
Yeah,
goat is
yeah.
Conway the Machine.
Yeah.
Conway the Machine is the goat. Greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah.
So it's Kendrick and Spitta, Conway the Machine, and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah,
And
you
Justin
feel me?
Timberlake.
Yes.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And you know what's crazy? The top
I'm
five
loving it.
in the top five, and 1, 2, and 3 is Conway, Benny, and West Side of Me.
The crazy thing is that when I talk about goats and like rappers, like I don't include like the yays and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
People that kind of transcend it.
yeah, it's
Ye's
different.
different,
Like
bro.
Kendrick might be my go-to. You know what I'm saying?
Like-
after Conway, and then J. Cole after that.
Like Ye's something else, bro. Like Ye, we know what like Ye means to like most of us. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
we're
yeah.
like kids of Cuddy, kids of Ye kind
Right,
of thing. Like so, like those are different guys. So those like did something else in our eyes.
But that's like going back to the whole like comparison thing. Like it sucks. It's obviously like natural and like the nature of it to be like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna be the next da-da-da. Even like NBA, oh man, next
The next LeBron, who's gonna be the next LeBron?
And then it's Jordan,
LeBron's the
you
next
know.
LeBron.
You know what I'm
LeBron was
saying?
the next LeBron.
But the crazy thing is that unless I haven't been like reading comments and stuff like that, like when Griselda and then like when they be spitting, I don't really be hearing that from people. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just kind of like there as Griselda.
Well, I feel like that's weird too because there's like always the same few rappers in the conversation of GOAT in like mainstream media or like just in general public eye, and I don't think Griselda has transcended enough to make it into that conversation.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not even talking about the whole GOAT conversation. I'm saying like every time there's a rapper that comes out, people are like, "Oh, this is the next Tupac."
Oh, okay. So
I
like trying to
haven't
break
heard
that in that mold.
The whole
Yeah.
Mozzie thing, the next Tupac.
The next da-da-da. Like, oh damn, this is the next Tyler. Da-da-da.
Oh,
you
but
know,
like you're saying like
I'm saying I haven't heard that when Griselda's coming out. Oh, Conway is the next
because bro, they are
just like Griselda.
they are themselves.
Yeah, the GOAT shit. You're right. Like you know, maybe
I can definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah. But you know, Conway, the one verse off of that fucking Benny like YouTube freestyle, he is the GOAT. So you know. Yeah. We just gonna watch the Griselda freestyles after this.
And that's what's crazy. Cause I'll hear a verse by one of them, and I'm like, best verse I've heard by anybody. And then I'll hear a verse from another one of them, and I'm like, well, fuck, this beats that verse.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, like, well, a lot of people won't throw in Westside, but Westside should be in that conversation.
Nah,
bro.
for real.
You hear Westside, bro? Like the shit he be saying, bro. Like his verse on John Woo Flick.
Oh yeah, John Woo.
My aqua do it. Inshallah, I spray 100. Bro, like too nice, bro. It's too fucking like these guys are too good, and I'm happy we living in a time where they're around. Because like as a fan of music, as a fan of rapping, like I have completely changed my taste levels because of them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. What have you been listening to lately?
My favorite is still Wax. You know, that's still my goal.
That should have been your pick for the person that you thought would be it. And then flop.
You're right.
Bruh.
Shifting it back. What did you ask me last time?
So
What was the question?
if you guys watched last week's episode, our 10 cup interview, we had a question on there that was directed for him. That was, who was a musical artist that you swore would be next up, and then they like flopped or fell off the face of the earth.
Shout out. Wax, yeah.
Couldn't really think of one, but Wax.
All right, so
I
Wax
remember him
in the
being on
moment.
Wax.
In the moment, yes. He got signed to Def Jam. He got a bunch of producers and like 10 to 15 producers and writers going into like his studio sessions trying to write him his next hit. And then he dropped it, and then he got dropped off of the label because he couldn't do that. And in the moment, I was like, "Oh man, yeah, he was next up." But like a few years later, I'm like, it makes sense. My guy got dropped.
I fucked with Wax.
I fucked with what it was.
I like the
in the
tape
moment.
that he had with EOM, Music and Liquor, and
I fucked with what it was in the moment. Yeah. Hey yo.
But yeah, no, I fucked with that tape, and then I was like, I don't think I need to listen to any more new projects from him. He dropped that Dispensary Girl song where it was like about the girl, that bud tender at a weed shop, and I was like, it's kind of whack, bro.
Grow up, bro. Grow up already.
Toby Lou.
Okay. Is he dropping anything new?
Yeah, you dropped the tape Non-Perishable.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yamaguchi. That song on there is clean.
Okay.
He explained that all yesterday.
Toby, I just feel like it's also kind of similar to like the style that I fuck with and like that I try to create. And then it just kind of like, I like the production aspect of it and all that stuff. You know, you really got crazy bars, you know. I still would do feature though, but but yeah, I fuck with it. I like the sound. Sonically, it's clean to me.
Toby has a very like upbeat, energetic type of sound. You know, like I can definitely see why you fuck with him. He definitely seems like very in your lane.
I don't like everything, but like there is a lot of like gems, and I'm like, ooh, this is smooth. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, but that, I mean, my folk shit, ass gear. But I'm with you. Like we had this conversation, like not really listen to like the typical like rap kind of like radio sound now. You know, like the new age. I can't really do that shit no more. Like
yo, like Lil Baby be killing. I can't listen to his music. You feel me? Like Lil Baby be killing it.
I like the My Turn album. That was like one of my favorite albums.
Some of them shit's fucking good, bro. But I on like a regular basis. Like,
but even that, it's like all of those artists that were like, yeah, they're still like raw, they're still good. But when you listen to it, it's like the 12 tracks of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
That was like a big thing when I was listening to like the Baby tape, the Gunna tape,
even like the Migos, like
the Roddy tape, the Migo tape, like all those. It's kind of like the same song repackaged and repurposed.
Shout out Roddy though. Roddy's his breakthrough album. Isn't that his like? Did he drop anything?
He dropped one like right at the end of last year. That was like I wasn't fucking with it.
I haven't listened to it, but what was the breakthrough album? With the Eater.
Please excuse me for being antisocial or something.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
that had a
Please excuse
diversity.
my dear Aunt Sally.
That one was smooth. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah, man. Fucking a lot of rappers kind of just carve their lane out and do the same song and repackage it, and their fans are gonna love it, obviously, because they like that sound.
That's why EA is a GOAT.
That's why at the end of the day, like a Tyler album comes out, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna have it on repeat because
different.
he repackages him. He like recreates himself every time. It's a whole different persona.
It's the same reason I like the Baby Keem album, because it was different sounding. You know, it wasn't like
That was a good album.
Yeah.
The
was
Vince
a good
Staples
album.
album was fucking good.
Yep.
Great album.
It was very different from what we normally heard from Vince Staples.
Exactly, and it worked.
And that's
Hell
what
yeah.
I liked so much about
Yep.
it. Because at the end of the day, I like Vince Staples a lot. But like, I'm not a big EDM fan.
Same. Yeah.
So
He
like,
talked about this. Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of like a lot of the stuff that was on like Big Fish Theory and stuff like that. You know.
the song
I like
is
some
nice.
shit. I like Sophie as a producer, but I didn't like those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it.
R.I.P. Sophie.
All the stuff that I liked off of the Vince albums were like either like heavy rap shit, like gun bars, or like some some jump off the roof or blue suede type
Yeah.
shit, where it was like a little more like punk sounding. You know what I mean?
And then
We
we
also
talked
shout
about
out like
this, but
All Black and Offset, Jim. I listen to them a lot.
Shout out, free Jim.
Yeah, Free Jim till it's backwards.
You feel me?
He'll be out soon, Jim Montana.
Midge Earth. So it's backwards? Midge Earth.
Jim Free.
Oh, yeah.
with purchase of another gym.
25% off.
He gonna come back Slim Jim.
Oh, hey man, you got to get the burly body out. You know what I mean? He's only gonna get bigger or smaller in jail.
We ain't gonna be sipping syrup. That's for sure. Unless you got it like that and he got syrup inside, and then that's like a whole different thing.
That's another thing. We're not gonna delve into that.
He gonna be like Chris Brown when he came out the first time when he was hella bigger.
I've been listening to the Cool Kids album a little bit before shit got weird, and they just dropped another album like maybe like last week.
Yeah.
Something like that. Haven't
And that's
listened
like
to that album.
predominantly with what is it, Michael Christmas, whatever his name is?
I believe so. Yeah. But I really like that album. I've always been like a pretty big Cool Kids fan, and it's nice to see them still doing stuff. They have the Larry feature, All or Nothing, on there.
Fuck with that song.
Shit slap, and the
All or Nothing, eh?
I love a lot of the bass lines they use because they're like reminiscent of a lot of old like Master Ace beats. Like they redid the Born to Roll beat on here a couple different times. I think All or Nothing sounds like an old Master Ace beat that he would have used back in the day. And they've kept that like specific sound of like real deep bass and then just fitting everything around it like perfect. I feel like they were like the archetype for that kind of slap back in like what, mid 2010.
Yeah, and they was super on streetwear, and that's why I fucked with them. For like right at the beginning, it was like, oh, bro, these motherfuckers know what's up.
Two of the swaggiest in there, man. Same vein as like Spit in him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit was fire. Scam Likely is the song that I was fucking with. That's the one that sounds like old Master Ace, Born to Roll, boom bap type shit. They have a track on there with A-Track. Fucking dope shit too. But yeah.
Shout out A-Track.
Shout out A-Track, bro. New Tyler video came out off the
was
Nego
clean.
project.
Shit is fucking clean,
That one's
bro.
hella
Again,
clean.
like Tyler doing Tyler, bro.
He's a
Creative genius, bro. Like,
everything that he said that he would do like 10 years ago, is finally coming to fruition.
Yeah.
So sick. I can't wait until he's scoring movies and shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be something
like
crazy.
even his like when he did the soundtrack for the Grinch.
yes,
movie,
Yeah.
like,
yes.
bro, like those are like when I have like play my Christmas songs at like work and stuff like that, or like I get in my like, Christmas vibe. Like, bro, like those are the songs I play. Like, bro, like that whole like his that one's like what was Brown Bag or something like that, Brown Paper Bag, something like that. That one's like one of my favorite songs by him, like from that thing. And then like also fuck with all like the Cooking Soul shit around Christmas. Shout out Cooking Soul.
Cooking soul.
Fucking Tyler.
Yeah. What else have we been listening to? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of it as far as like new releases. I haven't really had my ear to it lately. Just kind of falling back into like the year's playlist. You know, listening to the shit that I already really like. I definitely got to do some trimming on my year playlist. Do you have like a standout release for this year? Like standout song, anything?
As of right now,
Yeah. If you had to pick one, what would be the one you're like, ooh, this is like maybe my favorite song of the year so far?
dang. There is something I've been playing a lot. Yeah.
Nah, let it go.
Yeah, nah, like it's probably it's John. It's either John P. Caddy, John P. Caddy, or it's John Woo Flick. Those are like the two songs I've been listening to the most. Like I know like West Side's verse bar for bar at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know fucking J. Cole's verse almost, but I don't remember the last time I remembered a J. Cole verse.
I feel it. Yeah. Great choices.
Nah.
Do you have one?
Song of the year for now?
So far. First quarter.
Yamaguchi.
Gucci skin on my wrist. That honestly might be one of them right now.
Okay.
But now I'm trying to think. Fuck. What has dropped?
That's the thing too.
Yeah.
There's so much shit dropping that you can't pay attention to everything. You know, you got to discern.
I fuck with that Magic song.
Yeah.
that Vince song?
The Vince and Mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Just dope.
I don't like the dialogue at the end. That's just me though.
Call that magic.
You call that magic.
No, I always fuck with like that shit because like that's why like Larry does that shit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll have like the interlude at the start of a song.
No, I like those.
I just didn't want to hear Mustard do it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. It's also like what it is, and sometimes it's corny. You know what
Call
I mean?
that magic. Well, you're there on that. Mustard lost the DJ in him. He kind of got a little.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't even know.
Shout out Mustard for taking the bass sound and making
repurposing it.
It's like that's the thing. Like that's why like a lot of like LA like music like at first I was really into it because it sounded just like bass shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they all sound just like 10 years ago bass shit.
Mm.
But it's like now it's gotten to the point. It's like all right, like you guys just literally bit the whole sound.
There's one person that I feel like will get a pass for it, and that's AZ Chike. Just on some like he fucks with Black and them too. Like he definitely he's got
I
like
fuck with like the Shoreline
in the Bay.
like
yeah.
Jeezy, like him,
Jeezy, Vicious.
Yeah, Rucci be having like a very bass sound.
Mm-hmm. And he's another one of those dudes that fucks with Chike heavy.
Yeah.
AZ Sway, another one of the AZ dudes. Yeah, a lot of people have that bass sound, but it's like it's just a product of working. I feel
Does Shoreline get the pass?
I don't know. Yeah, they're repping Shoreline Amphitheater.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, like bro, like their whole shit was hella wavy.
Yes.
And shit like that, like using like very prominent on using the word hella, which is like for the longest time, like bro, like you will not hear that shit coming out of a cats from LA because they're like, nah, bro, we don't fuck with that.
It's a very distinct thing that people would use to be like, oh, he's not from the LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's an Always Sunny, the Always Sunny episode. Just real quick, they're like, I think D was like, yeah, this is hella crazy, and it was like, are we using hella now? Like it was just a quick little thing. Like I kind of like it, and then that was it. That was the only
throwaway
thing.
gag. I love throwaway gags like that. Fucking hilarious.
Shout out Always Sunny.
Maybe one of the greatest sitcoms that's ever been made.
I'm the wild card.
So we came up with a little drinking game to end the episode off. What we're pretty much gonna do is it'll be like a yay or nay type thing. We have like some like topics or things that we're pretty much gonna vote on, whether we fuck with it or we don't fuck with it. And if we are if all three of us are in agreement, we're gonna take a shot. So, does anybody want to start it off? Do the first one? I can if you guys want.
I'll say you should start it off.
All right.
So I have like the yay or nays, and then I also have the this or that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right. Going out for New Year's.
On three? Are we saying yay, nay, or are we saying yes or no?
Whatever you want.
Nah, it's gotta be,
You just do yay or nay then.
All right, yay or nay.
Yeah, okay, so going out for New Year's. 1, 2, 3.
Nay. Nay, bro.
Can't hear shit.
Nay. That's a nay. That's
super nay.
I'd say
I'm
yay.
over it. I want to go do fireworks in front of the house. That's it.
Honestly, man, you guys are right. I don't know why I even said yay.
I mean, you voted already.
Yeah, you voted already.
That's wild.
I will say this.
Now feeling like I'm about to go out, I don't want to anymore.
See? No, okay.
It's like when you're like, you say yes
And
to
he's
something.
a year away from saying nay. He's a year away from saying nay. You hit 29, bro. It's a different thing.
Don't worry, it comes for everybody.
Yeah.
No, okay, so I mean, I've thought back on it, and a lot of times that I've went out for New Year's, it's always just been like underwhelming, or like some fuck shit has happened, or it's just been like,
Hard as
man,
fuck to get home.
dude.
Uber's fucking dumbass expensive.
I got COVID this past New Year's, so that sucks.
So how about like not staying in, but like going out to another homie's like spot type shit? Is that count as like going out?
I feel like that's different.
Yeah.
You know? I'm saying like
Yeah,
you
no,
want to
yeah,
do like
absolutely.
Going to the club or going to some
you
shit.
want to go to you want to do an
yeah, fuck
event
that.
for
Nay.
New Year's.
Was it?
Oh, now.
Oh, did we go already?
Yeah, like this past year, I had COVID for New Year's. I literally like I felt bad because like I don't like I like doing fireworks and shit like that now, but like I also don't like them because my dog, my dog like loses his shit. So like normally I go for the last couple years I've been going home for New Year's.
Yeah.
And then I just kick it with my dog.
Yeah.
Just to, like kind of help him be a little bit better. I'll do that on like July 4th too. Like I'll go do fireworks for a little bit and then I'll come back home and like fucking chill with him so he can fucking get a little bit at ease.
That's
Give him like
what's
some
up.
little CBD shit too.
Can you give him like? Do they got like earplugs?
Nah, but like but motherfuckers just smart. You'll hear it regardless.
Yeah.
The CBD is probably the wave.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
CBD's hella been helping him. Old man, bro. 13, gonna be 13 this year.
Damn.
My
shout
my
out.
homie Shay, shout out Shay and Lils. They have a dog named Charlie, and he was a pandemic dog, so he's still kind of like baby.
Yeah,
he
he's
wasn't
gonna be a baby for a long time. Pandemic dogs are gonna be
Damn.
babies for a long time.
But like he wasn't like socialized enough because obviously you can't just go out and shit during a pandemic.
Meet other dogs and shit like
Yeah,
that.
so he is like not good around like new faces. He's not great with other dogs other than like the other dogs in the family.
Yeah.
So he'll like bark at people like for a while. So they'll give him like doggy CBD to calm him down, and it really helps him. So shout out to CBD, miracle drug.
Well, you just like go out, but then you wear a mask. And the other dogs wear masks. Keep them 6 feet apart. Why don't they just kick it like that?
What's your name?
It won't
What's
fit
up?
around the ears. It's too floppy.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Who got the? Do you have a yay or nay?
You go. We'll make it like that.
you
Sometimes
said you had it in your head.
Yeah, but I'm a guess. I go last.
Oh yeah, you're right. You should have went first. All right, Frank Ocean or The Weeknd?
That's not a yay or nay.
I just said I have a
This
this
or
or
I know you
that.
have. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the same thing, right?
No.
Man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, I fuck. No, I fuck with that one. It's a yes or is it this or that? I'll
Okay.
answer that one.
All right. So
The guest said it's all right.
okay, fine.
Can we just call it yay or nay and this or that? Come on, it's like the same concept.
Yes, it is the same
All
concept.
right.
All right, Frank Ocean or The Weeknd? 1, 2, 3. Frank
Weeknd.
Ocean.
Frank Ocean, I think. Yeah.
I used to be super big on Frank Ocean. Last couple years, like The Weeknd doing like the whole like synthwave shit. Like I fuck with synthwave heavy.
Yeah.
So like
Not my
Weeknd.
lane. See, I didn't fuck with it as much.
I hella like that album too.
and like
But
Frank
I
doesn't
think
give me
it's
enough
Frank-
music.
That's a good point.
He
But
doesn't give
nah,
me enough
Frank
music,
Ocean.
bro.
But when Frank Ocean drops, I'm more like,
When Frank Ocean drops, I'm all ears. You feel me?
yeah.
But I don't think anything he's ever like nothing will ever get me back to like Nostalgia Ultra.
Yeah.
That's how good that was. Like the Lonnie Brewer tapes.
Yeah. We were just talking about that shit.
Yes,
Lonnie
yeah.
Bro.
he was the rapper or the artist that flopped.
Fucking like Accurate Integral. That was,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that was
That was the
like my favorite song for hella long, bro. I learned how to play it on piano too.
Nice.
That one girl in fucking college that taught me how to do it.
Nice.
She's really a nice person.
Hey, if
You're a nice
watching-
lady.
if you want, should I call her?
Hey, put in the DMs in the comments. Should I call her?
That's gonna be our second mailbag.
This is the mailbag. Should I call my ex? Ha ha.
It wasn't my ex. It was just a girl.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just saying.
All right, you got one.
Yeah.
All right.
Chipotle. Yeah or nay?
All right, 1, 2. Okay, go in a line. Go in a line because I can't hear when everybody does it at once. So,
What if we change it though?
Nah. But y'all know what it is. That's why you got to go first because we know you'll change it.
All right, you go for it. No, that's fine. Nay.
Nay.
Nay. All right,
Let's
hold
go.
on. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure,
Let me say something though.
Do you eat Chipotle?
Let me say something.
You eat
though.
Chipotle. That's a yay.
Nah. Let me say
The
something.
bowl,
though.
though. The bowl. I already know what you're going to tell me.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying I have eaten Chipotle, but I don't fuck with Chipotle. I have eaten Chipotle on some like options around here. Vegan
I've had to
shit.
eat
Come
Chipotle,
on, man.
but I've never been like I want Chipotle
I've never...
but I don't respect it as like a
staff
as
record label or as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I took a bite out of a Chipotle burrito like once and I gave it away.
I've eaten Chipotle. It wasn't my choice, but it was there, and I was hungry.
I would rather go hungry.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna eat.
Like,
You see this belly on me? I'm gonna eat. Fuck
Yeah,
you
I'm
talking
eat.
about?
I feel it, but like,
I've eaten that at work. It's right there.
but I drive further. Drive further.
I feel that too, though.
DoorDash that motherfucker.
I feel that too, though.
But that's how I am.
I feel like I've been. I kind of felt like I was fake with it because I was super anti like Chipotle. Then it was like one time like at work and I was like, damn, like there's really nothing else. So I just went there and I just got it. But yeah, I've been like anti Chipotle with the whole like Frank Ocean shit too. Do you remember that like history?
No.
Like Frank Ocean was supposed to like sing on some like some, I don't know, basically like on some promo shit, but then like they did him wrong or he didn't like agree to something that came out, so he dipped on him and then they like tried to sue him for the bread and then he just paid out to leave
really?
type shit. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then also in the words of Vince Staples, Chipotle is gentrified Mexican food and they killing people.
I can't vouch for a restaurant that has E. coli as a seasonal item.
Nah, but like what it was for me, like honestly, was like the fact that like the first time I went there, like I'm ordering, you get me, and I'm like, yo, let me get the carnitas, let me get the
Did they say carnitas?
like I forgot how the motherfucker said it, and he was Mexican too, you could tell. But
They have a soy rizo option now.
yeah, no, they've had it for a while. And that's what everybody tells me to get, but it's like, bro, I can go home and make chorizo with some just egg.
Oh, yeah.
and make a breakfast burrito
Probably even better.
off tops because I make it fire. But it was I asked for an horchata.
And he was like, "What's that?"
And they're like, yeah, we don't do that here. I was like, what kind of Mexican spot is this? And then everybody's like, oh, you gotta have the chips. They're like hinted with lime. Them chips is fucking trash. Bro.
Taco Bell doesn't have a horchata.
But
Nobody calls that Mexican though.
Taco
they do.
Bell is
It's
stoner
Tex-Mex.
food. No,
It's Mexican cuisine.
nah,
Tex-Mex.
but Taco Bell is stoner food.
Well, what makes it different from the energy towards Chipotle?
It comes with an enema.
They used to have a Chihuahua as their and it was kind of lit. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Who's the owner of Taco Bell?
It's a white dude.
Yeah, see?
Some white man.
Alexander Graham Taco.
The thing with fast food, I'll tell you after this shot. Cheers, y'all. Cheers to Chipotle.
Let me need your water real quick.
No, yeah, I just it's been since forever since I tried it. Like my homie had a free burrito ticket
Yeah.
for Chipotle, and he was like, we were all gonna go there. Like, yo, let's go to Chipotle. And I was like, I love the flavor of Chipotle, like
Yeah.
Chipotle peppers.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, bro, like, what's up? Like, we wanna go with Chipotle. Damn, they gonna have some fire Chipotle aioli.
Yeah.
Some fire salsa. I ain't got none of that shit. And they didn't even have like, bruh, just get the fucking fountain drink horchata.
Yeah.
Just get the fountain drink horchata.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be mad at that.
Yeah. It's an option.
It's an option. Or like, how's like the agua de Jamaica? Feel it. But at the end of the day, it's not Mexican food. It is not Mexican food.
So Taco Bell is,
No, Taco Bell stoner food.
but it's still Mexican based, or it's like
It's inspired.
revolving around. Yeah. Chipotle is too.
Nah, Chipotle's inspired by fucking death.
Nah, I fuck with Taco Bell only because like
Shout out Del Taco
a-
too. Shout out
yeah,
Del Taco.
it-
Shout out Green
it's
Burrito.
fast food.
Shout out Green
It's
Burrito.
fast food.
I talked a lot of shit about Taco Bell before, but it saved me many a night.
It's fast food. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, it's-
like fast food is its own realm. You kind of always just like appreciate fast food.
Chipotle isn't technically fast food. They make that shit.
No,
like-
not
yeah.
Chipotle. That's what I
Okay.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like that's why I accept Taco Bell and you don't
Over
accept Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I would put like Chipotle like on the same par as like Panda Express.
yeah.
But I fuck with Panda Express.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be fake. Like I said, like I'm gonna say
That
nay, but
Beyond-
I've eaten it.
Yeah, the
but then the
orange
whole
Beyond
like
chicken.
it's like the whole the pizza spots that are starting to do it like this, like Biology, Blaze Pizza, like those pizzas where you kind of like, meh.
Oh, the tortilla pizzas?
Yeah, basically that's what it
Yeah.
is.
You
It's kind of
gotta
like the whole
get the-
Chipotle kind of vibe to it.
Out of all of
yeah.
them, Blaze is the best one.
Blaze,
Yeah, like as a motherfucker to make pizzas.
Blaze is the best one.
Yeah.
Noted.
From like Biology,
Yeah.
what is it? Fire Pie, I think is like one of them.
And again, I've eaten at those
Pizza
spots.
is another one.
I've eaten at those
Mod.
spots.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll eat at their spots, but like very much Blaze is better than all of them.
Noted. Yeah.
And shout out LeBron James.
I haven't had one of those like pizzas in a minute actually.
I'm hungry now.
If I'm being 100 here, It's Pizza Hut if I'm going chains. Pizza Hut saved my life.
See, I didn't grow up on Pizza Hut.
What
I grew up on Domino's.
I grew up on Domino's.
I never
also.
ate Domino's.
Well,
It
it's
was
because we
always
from the
Pizza Hut
same.
on me.
At the end of the day, we grew up in the
We out
damn
here,
Right
same.
there, yeah, I feel it.
Nah, like Domino's, bro. Like cause like us, like the house, like all of us could get a pizza, like a medium pizza for $5 each.
Yeah, no, the 555 deal was
Bro,
the
crazy,
one.
bro.
Yeah.
And then when they added, where you like you can get pasta,
Yeah,
you can get a
yeah.
sandwich. My mom used to love that, like the Alfredo pasta, like to the point where, or like the carbonara. Like when I worked there, like that was like what I bring my mom home, like a carbonara pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Domino's.
My shit was
y'all fed your boy for a lot of years.
my shit was Pizza Hut because my mom would get like she would get like the 2 medium pizzas or whatever, and then you could get like the mac and cheese and spaghetti and meatballs with it like a meal jug, so she'd get food for like the rest of the house and shit too. When we just wanted pizza, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm on that.
You remember the party pack from Domino's? That's what we
remember.
first. Before the 555. That's what we had. We'd get. It was 2 large pizzas, a soda, like a 2-liter soda, cinnamon sticks, and breadsticks.
So what we would do is that even prior to the 555, we would just like use whatever the coupon is.
No,
Like,
yeah, the party pack coupon.
Oh, then I don't know. Maybe that
No,
was
no,
it.
it probably was a party pack. No, because like that was the one. Because like it was more when we were younger, so we weren't eating like I wasn't eating a whole pizza back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so like we'd get 1 pepperoni and then one Hawaiian because my mom and my
That's the
brother.
one.
Yup, that's
Yeah,
the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like my mom and my brother love Hawaiian pizza, and then it got to the point where they'd get like onions and ham because my sister liked onions and ham. And like me and my dad were like pepperoni sausage, like manly men.
All right, shift. Question.
All right. This is another one. Horror movies. Yay,
Yay.
100%.
definitely. Do you guys
Yeah.
have a favorite horror movie?
Hereditary.
Hereditary's so fucking good, bro. Hereditary's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Ah,
Shout
shit.
out, bro.
Like horror movie in what sense? Like if I
you
could
just put it all together.
like all together, it's
Yeah.
all in the same realm.
yes,
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Or like that whole like series for me, like I'm a super big Jason fan, super big Freddy fan too. Like the slasher films, like I love slasher films. Like eventually we gonna have a slasher film. Look out for that.
Scary movie too.
No, like even like when MTV did the Scream the reboot,
Yeah.
the TV show that they did a couple years ago. Like the first one they did, like I was
I've never
interested,
heard
bro.
about
Like
that.
I was down with it. Like it was good.
Like a TV show?
Like they did a TV
That's
show.
wild.
Like a lot of people didn't like it, but I was like me as a slasher fan liked it.
You pouring up for this?
Oh yeah, definitely pull up. I do love Hereditary. I love Midsommar.
Midsommar's good.
I think
like
I'm
the-
saying this because I watched it after the fact and I got to see all the hype and then I had to judge it for myself. The Shining, definitely.
Oh,
Because
bro, The
fucking
Shining,
classic, bro.
The Shining, bro. I might actually, when it comes down to it, it might be The Shining.
Because okay, I had never watched it before that, and then I made it a point to watch it during spooky season this past year. And I was, obviously you're gonna be like skeptical because it's like, oh, this is an old movie. All these people are hyping it up. It absolutely lives up to that kind of hype, if not more. It was like groundbreaking as far as like using steady cam footage, chasing the big wheel through the hallways. Like the imagery in it is just disturbing. The fucking writing in it is great. The characters are great. They tortured old girl on set to get like authentic reactions 24/7. It's like a horror movie in every sense. I feel like
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick, bro.
Real motherfucker. Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
That I remember the first time I watched it, I was with Jose. Me and Jose watched it, like finally together kind of thing. And like after that, like yes, cool. Like, yeah, fuck with this. Like I remember I was buying like these horror boxes that was like a bunch of shit from like horror movies and shit like that. And I got a picture of the 2 girls from it signed. I gave it to Jose because I was like, bro, like I watched it because of you.
Yeah.
Like, and I know you fuck with this movie.
Yeah.
And I kept the coasters though. It was the coasters of the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
I think I still got those. Like, shit, I gotta find those. But yeah, now, bro, like,
Have you guys ever seen the documentary that was based on like all the shit that happened, like all the imagery and stuff that he hides in the movie itself? It's like
I've
room
seen something of it.
237
I've seen something
or
about
like
it.
that. It's the room, like the evil room.
Yeah.
But it's titled that, and it goes through all that different shit, like how everything was like so meticulously shot to include all these different like connections.
Damn,
and
I need to
shit.
rewatch it.
Yeah.
No, watch that, like the room 237, then watch the movie again.
I'm planning on doing that soon. Probably for some screenings. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're gonna scare the shit out
Cheers.
of yourself.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
We're almost out of alcohol, so we don't have to.
Cheers, cheers.
You might have to drink Irish whiskey.
To tell you.
Or just maybe like a few more rounds.
Yeah. Okay. Polo. Oh well. Let's take a shot real quick. Oh shit.
Oh shit. I like the latest Halloween was good. If you haven't watched that, watch the latest Halloween. That shit was good. Also, The Witch. A24 does really good horror movies.
A24 Studios has definitely become one of my favorite studios within the past like year and a half. I want to say.
What time is it?
10:15.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It was like whatever one.
Do you want me to go again?
Instagram or Twitter?
Twitter.
Instagram.
I feel it.
I like Twitter a lot because I get to talk my shit more than anything. But I just like Instagram because I get to see stuff.
Yeah.
I talk better than I look, so I like Twitter.
I'm on the
Now
same
you're
way
looking
as
at
you.
talk.
You feel me? I'm on the same way as you on
I
that.
look great, but I talk better.
Come on, y'all. Tell Chad in the comments he looked great.
You're very handsome. You're very handsome.
No, I like Twitter. People are just funny and depressed on there.
It's not that much different from Instagram. You got a lot of
Facts, but it's a different.
You got a lot of motherfuckers faking a
outlet.
life.
It's a lot. It's a way different outlet.
Twitter, it's definitely like a platform where people are just like thinking out loud. Instagram, you're still kind of like curating like a post or whatever.
It's like a whole production when you try to do some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yay.
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 God damn it.
As a like a pizza connoisseur, I'm not supposed to say yay, but that shit tastes fire if you throw it on a barbecue chicken pizza. You throw pineapple on a barbecue chicken pizza, that's fucking fire.
I'll say this
sounds about
though. I'm
right.
not a huge fan of barbecue chicken pizzas.
I love barbecue chicken pizza.
I feel you on that because like that's not a
man.
grilled pizzas. That's not, we need to get back to our roots when it comes to pizza. We need to get back to Italy, Sicily.
I've been fucking with a nice margarita pizza lately. I love that.
Yo, margarita pizzas are underrated. If you got good fresh basil on that, underrated.
Fresh basil, good mozzarella.
Good.
Mozzarella.
And you gotta give me the chunk mozzarella. Don't give me the little like strands for the whole thing's covered in cheese. I want blobs of it.
Oh yeah, that's the real
Yeah,
margarita
it has,
pizza.
you have to have the dollops
Yeah,
throughout.
there was the
was a-
sauce and all that.
There was a pizza spot when I was still, I think it was vegetarian, right next to Steph's. It was right next to it, like literally like next door. And then they had this margarita pizza that was so fucking fire. So good. But there was one night that we copped it, right? And we were all holding it. We were all hella drunk. And then it was just a moment where like tripped over and then just fucking let the fucking pizza just flat out on the cement and just wasted like a whole fucking pizza.
Y'all didn't hit the 5-second rule?
Shit, if it was face down, man. Greasy face down with the blobs of like mozzarella.
That's a whole different
like
story,
that's different.
That's a whole new flavor.
I was pissed.
Hey, yo, bro, ain't nothing better than that city. City streets.
I was so pissed, man. Like crazy that I actually ate that shit.
I only took 4 bites.
Yo, I was 2 chomps, bro. That was just 2 bites of that motherfucker. The crust was
There was
amazing.
there was so much hair in those bites, man.
There was so much crust on the cheese.
There's so much syringes in my pizza. That's new San Francisco. That's today's San Francisco.
Nah, bro. Like when I
You
was
get chocolate on your pizza.
dude, first in Howard when I was working for specialties and I would open up the patio. Oh my god, I'd find like a belt, like a spoon, and a syringe, like the whole shebang, bro.
Oh,
like,
bro, when I was working when I was delivering food in the L's,
Yeah.
I would see that shit like all the fucking time.
Yeah, nah.
My hub was right by that McDonald's on Golden Gate.
Fuck,
Bruh.
yeah.
They didn't even like leave any for me to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they wiped me out.
Nah, bro, like right now, like, cause I catch the 22 to work. So that takes you through up to the Fillmore. But it passes by the Safeway in the Castro.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bro, on the side of that building, bro, motherfuckers are always right there just shooting up. And it's
Yeah.
just like, and then you see the motherfuckers come over there and kick them out, but it's like, that's all they do to them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you gotta go.
Go somewhere else.
You gotta go
Yeah.
do your
Go to
drugs somewhere
Starbucks.
else. And at the end of the day, bro, like,
All right, let's go one more round. We're out of alcohol and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
ish.
yeah, that's not.
We'll do a little drippy drip if we do it.
Getting in the pool at a Vegas day party.
Yay.
I'm gonna say yeah, but I've never done it.
Nay. Hard nay. Hard nay. And I've done it, and I didn't want to, but I felt like I was like, man, I'm going to be the only one not in the pool if we don't go.
I feel like those are cleaner than public pools.
I disagree.
There's no kids pissing in them. That's the good thing.
Exactly.
Would you rather have kids piss or adult piss?
Well, if adults are pissing in there, bro, there's a problem.
I literally believe that
I
like
have
a lot of adult people are not pissing that much.
I have first-hand
All right, that's the
responses
difference then. You have
where somebody
a...
was like, oh yeah, I just piss in the pool when I'm at the day party. I'm like,
How many people have
"Ew."
said that?
I've heard it from 2 separate people.
You just hang out with weird people.
Probably.
He doesn't hang out with
Oh,
me when he
there-
comes to the city.
Having that intel, I was like, man, I'm never stepping foot in one of those pools.
Remember the pool party that we went to? It was like we were like not really in there
So
though.
knee deep, you're okay being in piss.
Nah, because if you have to piss, you're actually like, it's usually like when you're in the water. People are not gonna be pissing in the water like this.
Bro, it just goes down your leg when you're wearing shorts.
Low-key, yeah. Like, I would imagine that nobody's pulling their shorts down if they're going to piss.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
saying like you're knee deep in the water. And what are you gonna do? You're just gonna really let it just go
Yeah,
down?
I'm sure that's what they do.
Oh my god!
I'm sure that's what they do.
Yeah, wow.
I haven't been to Vegas since I was 15, so I don't know what them parties look like.
Yeah.
Personally, it's enough to scar me. I'm good. I don't need to do that.
It's like the ball pits at McDonald's.
It's
When-
more of-
yeah, you
it's-
remember like once your parents find out that kids take piss in there, you're not going back in there.
It's more of like I'm not like we gotta go in there.
It's like
I'm
you're
saying
not
like I don't
opposed.
care. Yeah.
Hey,
I've
you
been in
ain't worried
nastier
about a
things.
little piss.
I've been in nastier things. Hey yo.
Hey,
Relax.
Speed
You
round.
need
What is
to
that? Oh, that's
leave.
me?
That's you.
You need to leave.
I don't know.
What does that mean? Fuck that mean?
Woo! Travis Scott canceled. Yes or no?
Yes.
No. Nay.
No.
Honestly, like, I'm kind of burnt out on Travis.
Just off of so you're just saying music. Like let's just cancel him.
Oh, it's
That happened, so like let's use it as a crutch to just
it's a
cancel him.
vehicle for me to be like, I don't want to listen to much more of his shit. I'm not gonna lie. I love the shit that I listened to before, but I'm kind of like, nah, whatever.
Let's not be politically correct in this one. Yay or nay to cancel him for what happened?
For what happened,
He is at fault.
I don't agree with how he handled it, so I'm gonna say yay still.
I'm still saying nay.
I'm saying nay because
Cancel me.
No, I say nay because they give second chances to just about anyone.
That's
so my
not
man
what
deserves a second chance. I don't fuck with like a lot of shit about Travis Scott. Like I don't fuck with the family he's tied to. I don't fuck with like how he went about it. I don't fuck with like how he does certain business. Like the McDonald shit I did not fuck with. I thought that shit was like bad. Like but to an extent he still makes music that I like. It might be different now that since all we've been listening to is fucking Griselda.
I am very
I still like
much
his shoes,
off
though.
I'm very much off the Travis Scott train after I heard the whole how he pretty much botted to get his recognition.
I don't believe that.
I do.
I don't believe that at all because we were like listening to this motherfucker when he was like really, really coming up though.
Yeah, but that's the thing we did.
Yeah, I don't. That's how I don't believe that botted
we
shit.
did like we was early on Travis Scott.
All I'm saying is that yeah, he has to like take response. Obviously, hats off to everyone that like, or like not hats off, but prayers up to everybody that lost somebody. It was a shitty situation, but it's like going to the idea of like the intention of him like not trying to stop shit. It's like I do truly believe that he had no idea what the hell was happening. Does he have to like take responsibility for everything? Like, yeah, like does the team have to take responsibility? 100%. Does the venue, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that was a part of it, 100%. But like him individually, like people saying like, oh, you're just letting this happen. I do not believe that he was like letting it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like on some like wild evil shit.
I feel like he didn't let it happen, but I also don't think he was very genuine when he did I don't think he cared that much. That's just me though.
Of what?
Of the back, like he didn't really care until the backlash came out.
That
I just
motherfuckers
can't
died?
stand the fuckers. His fans, bro. His fanboys.
Oh yeah.
Like Travis Scott stands, bro, or like us Kanye stands. We're up there on some wild shit. You feel me? But like There was a point where I really loved Travis Scott, bro. Like that was like, bro, his music was super good to me and all that shit. But I don't consider myself ever a Travis Scott fan. Those motherfuckers are wild.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that too. I mean, like, even going back to the whole Travis shit, like, there is a lot. There is a lot of shit that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
There is a lot of stories that engineers never really fucked with him, like working with him because he was an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference from somebody like really understanding what type of vision they have, like how Ye would be like, nah, we ain't doing that. Versus like I heard Travis was like, he walked into a studio one time. And he was like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, you know, like that's just some asshole shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you want like, you want your vision to stay your vision, I'm so for the nah, take that shit out and like being kind of firm with that shit. But just walk into a studio and be like, "Who the fuck are you?" Now you're just being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I give a lot of people. I'm able to divide, or I'm able to separate like persona from art a lot of the time. He's like one person that I can't. I feel like I do that with a lot of people. I do that with Kodak.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't really do that with Travis right now. You know, I can't separate him from his art.
Away from Super Grim, like fuck Kodak. I can't stand the fucker.
Kodak,
The shit he does.
I've said this many times before. I like a lot of Kodak songs that I'm like, man, this guy is a piece of shit, but this song slaps.
Yeah.
that's how in the beginning when 6ix9ine was dropping some shit.
I never really fucked with 6ix9ine like
Nah,
that.
but I fucked with 6ix9ine
Some of
before.
6ix9ine shit was pretty hard.
Nah, but I fucked
y'all-
with 6ix9ine shit before the world heard 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Like he had a feature with Bodega Bands back in like 2011, 2012. And that's what the first time I had heard him. And he was like, oh shit, like this motherfucker wild.
Yeah.
This dude kind of cool.
Go last one. Give us a good one.
Me?
Well, is it? Oh no, it's you.
It's me.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers.
The show.
Yeah.
Nay.
Yay.
Yay.
I like Bob's
I
Burgers.
like Bob's Burgers.
I've just never sat down and watched it. I've never had.
Watch that shit. Watch that shit. Watch that shit.
I've watched a couple episodes. I'm just like, that's pretty funny.
I get what you're saying. It's not like hilarious, but it's cool.
I know a lot
like
of
it.
people that swear by Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
You know, and
I like it,
just
though.
never lived up to the hype to me.
I feel it.
I don't know. But I'm very much like an old cartoon guy. Like I love The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. King of the Hill.
Yeah, shout out King of the Hill, bro. Like, rewatching it with y'all, like, because I didn't watch it in years, but I was just like, fuck, this shit's fucking hilarious.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, again, I was going. I thinking about King of the Hill when I was younger. It'd always be like when it starts playing, I'm like, I turn on Guide and start looking at like something else. But then when we watched it in LA, like I don't know, a few months ago, I was like, damn, this shit's pretty funny. Like,
I fuck with that show.
but yeah,
Mike Judge has always been like a great like producer. He's always had he's always had like good ideas, and then he's executed them pretty well. Fucking Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill. Was he,
got it. Okay,
Office Space.
That's all the same.
Was he Office Space too?
I believe he was on.
Yeah, fucking fire. Yeah, he's done a lot of shit.
Beavis
that I
and
fuck
Butthead.
with.
Shout out Beavis and Butthead.
Yep. Yeah. Is it my turn?
nah. Should we keep going?
I think
I was gonna say wrap it up.
Okay.
we went through enough.
Before we go, guys, we watched Atlanta season 3. If you know me and Polo, we are big Atlanta fans. We watched it with 80s in tow. We were, sipping a little bit. First impressions on this new season from you guys?
Fire, fuego.
Same. I mean,
Like I didn't watch
Flame.
season 2, but like goddamn, I'm
Flambe.
gonna rewatch season 2 this week.
Yeah,
and
you
then
need
like
to.
get ready for the next
Season
episode.
2 was good too.
it was good. Yeah, they
100%.
definitely took a lot more risks in season 2 than season 1.
Season 2
And
was
then
fire.
season 3 kicks in the door. The whole, spoiler alert. We're probably
Spoiler,
gonna have
I'll put it. Spoiler
alert! Spoiler alert!
probably gonna have to put that in the description or some shit. But yeah, fucking the season starts off with some crazy Jordan Peele type horror setup. It goes into like a dream state, and it goes into like a black kid getting in trouble with his mom for acting out in school, just dancing, wilding out during class, whatever. And then a nosy counselor gets him taken away from his family through Child Protective Services. Gets
Yep.
sent to a foster family, white lesbian couple that adopts black children and forces them to partake in their weird, earthy, pickled vegetable kombucha lifestyle.
It feeds them fucking microwave
Chicken.
fried chicken.
They have like a full garden outside. They make them work.
They put a motherfucker in a fedora. If that isn't child abuse, I don't know what is.
Bruh, do not put your son in or daughter in a fedora. Ever.
They call his name was Loquarius. They call him Larry because they can't spell Aquarius.
That's a cool
Your
nickname.
name is Toby. That's
yeah.
very mirrored to that.
Very fucked up episode. Just it made me like super on edge the entire time. Like I could feel the tension
Oh yeah, bro.
all on my shoulders.
I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Dude, the
for
entire
sure.
time. And then it ends in them narrowly escaping death in a like weird incident, like a murder-suicide incident. I'm not gonna go too much into it.
But watch it.
Watch
Find
it. Fun fact, I don't know how fun it is. That whole episode is based on the story of who was it? It was
the Hart family.
Yes, the Hart family. It was
It happened.
so
Shit, real.
Shit,
pretty much
real.
yeah, pretty much everything in that thing happened. If you guys remember the viral video or the viral picture of the little black kid in a fedora crying and hugging the cop during the Ferguson riots, I believe. Put it right here. Just put it up on screen. I'll send you the picture.
For sure.
But that viral picture was the picture of one of the Harts, one of the adopted children of the Harts. I'm trying to remember his name. It was
Aquarius.
it was not
Larry.
Aquarius.
It was Larry.
Did you not watch Atlanta?
Good job, Larry.
God.
Good job, Larry.
Good job, Aquarius.
Based on so the whole episode was based on that family. It was a family of I believe 6 adopted black children, a lesbian couple that took them in Mendo County up north, and they were pretty much. It's even sadder than in the episode. They were abused. They were repeatedly like they were ignored by a lot of people that they tried to get help from. The parents lied about a lot of the abuse that was going on, obviously, and it ended in these kids being sedated and driven off of a cliff in a minivan altogether by the 2 mothers.
Along with them. in
Along
the
with
car.
them in it, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody was in it.
Murder-suicide.
Yeah, it was fucked up. They did not make it. And it was ruled by a jury of 14 coroners that it was a murder-suicide. Nobody could be charged, obviously, because both parties were deceased. But 1, crazy callback.
Yeah.
2, fucking way to set up the fucking the rest of the season.
Yep.
And 3, do you think there's anybody else on TV that could be doing this type of shit as their season opener? Especially leaving on such a cliffhanger that season 2 did. I know you didn't see it.
Yeah.
But once you do, you'll see what I'm talking about there.
Hell nah.
I don't either.
I don't think so, nah. And they're doing it in such a tasteful manner, at least in my opinion, you know. They're doing it with thought behind it,
Yep.
you know. I feel like it's like, you know, a good intention behind it too, you know what I'm saying? And without giving any spoilers, going back to it being a good setup for the season, I think it really worked well with what happened in the episode too, you know, with everything going on and like, yeah.
A lot of cool stuff in there, little internet callbacks, the "Is spaghetti in there" meme.
Yeah.
You know, but great episode, really well written, well told, good setup, and it bleeds straight into the next episode of it, and then we finally get to see like what's going on in Europe with Pepa, with Darius, with Ern, and all that shit was crazy too.
Wow.
Like Van trying to find herself,
Yep.
ending up at that crazy. We don't really know what it is until we get there, but it's like a wake of sorts.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking wild. Just the the whole shit that Ern has to deal with, like waking up super late, having to go through airport security, making a flight to try to meet up with Darius and Paperboy. And all a bunch of hijinks. I think this episode was a great lead-in, perfect second episode. It would have been a great first episode if we were the ones doing this, but we don't have the vision that they do. So, hats off to them. I'm super excited for the rest of Atlanta. They're already taking crazy like creative liberties with how they're doing storytelling,
Right.
what they're showing on fucking FX.
Which
dude.
makes, I mean,
Hey, shout out FX for letting that shit happen.
it's very Atlanta. It works, and it's really, it's, you know, like sometimes people when like you wait for a season and it comes out, you're like, nah.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
underwhelming.
It's
Yeah.
underwhelming, but
Yeah.
this shit, they to the T. If anything, it's like underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, that shit was fire type
Dude,
shit.
yeah.
Very well thought out. Shout out y'all. You know, hats off for reals.
Dude, yeah.
Keep them coming.
Get crazier. I'm all in.
with it.
I've been all in.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Donald Glover was talking his shit on Twitter right before the rollout for this new season. He said that the only show that you're going to be able to compare Atlanta to after these next 2 seasons come out is The Sopranos. That's fucking
And okay,
put it on
wow.
the table. He's putting it on the table.
Yo, shout out Sopranos. That's like, yes, The Sopranos is that one.
If that is your target,
I didn't watch The Sopranos.
No, watch The Sopranos. If you've never watched The Sopranos all the way through, watch The Sopranos. That show is fucking amazing.
I'm saying if that is your target, if that's your end goal, especially for something that's not on like a premium cable network, you have big shoes to fill, but I respect the fucking confidence. Even if it falls short, it'll be great, I think.
Even if that's what you're trying to like attach to, and like that's what you're trying to reach, like, but you hoping for good things.
Yeah.
You hoping
Absolutely.
for go really
Super
good
stoked.
things. Yeah, shout out to Sopranos too.
Shout out Donald Glover for being a better producer and actor than he ever was comedian or rapper.
Facts.
Yo, fucking
Shout out
sick.
Donald Glover.
Shout out Donald Glover.
Shout out Childish Gambino for giving us Redbone, but you know,
Yeah, Red Bone,
Facts.
Red Bone,
Facts.
Red
Facts.
Bone.
but I appreciate you as an artist, creative. Shout out you, bro.
Yeah,
Genius.
Mm-hmm.
With
Okay.
a capital J.
For real. Before we get up out of here, is there anything that you want to plug? Anything you want to tell us about what you want to look
this
out
camera,
for?
this
camera. Sit in my seat. Sit in his seat. Sit in your seat.
nah, like honestly, just like look out for From the 80s coming soon sometime. Hopefully this year
Hey, yo.
we'll be rolling something out. Keep tuning in with Jaylon on Twitch. Man, he's doing his
sir.
thing.
Shout out to Boy Fiend.
Yeah, I know Polo got something coming out very soon.
TLD coming soon.
Keep looking to the podcast.
Let's get it.
Shout out Mike. Shout out Sante. Congratulations.
Congratulations
Hey,
to
yo.
both of y'all.
Hell
Congratulations
yeah,
to
let's
both of
go.
y'all. Also, like, if you into skateboarding, shout out. Look at my boy Chico Sticks.
Shout out.
Chico
Chico.
brand. That's my boy. Like, fuck with him. Fuck with his brand, bro.
SF legend.
SF legend,
For
bro.
real, though.
Skateboard legend.
Skateboard
legend.
off top.
And yeah, now like should be a good year for us. Like I think as a whole, as ONICE
Yep.
together, it should be a really good
Yes,
year.
sir.
And I think we got some really good stuff like coming in the works.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Be
At
on
From
the
the
lookout.
80s, Twitter, Instagram, you'll know what it is.
Right there. You'll see it there.
Yeah.
Onice Polo, you already know. We
You know
gonna
what
put
I
it
mean?
in. I'll put it in.
Yeah. Follow your boy on the socials.
I be talking my shit.
Yep.
As always.
I'm a bully. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
He's our resident ambassador for bullying both cyber and IRL.
Yeah, like, but like, yo, bully me back. Like, come with it. I don't like being a bully, but shit, somebody got to be it.
Remember, wrestling is fake.
Wrestling's face, but not these hands.
Oh, nice beer pong tournament coming soon.
Oh, nice
Watch
beer
me
pong.
get
Yes,
this
sir.
belt.
Yeah.
Watch me get the first year belt.
Come watch both of them get served up. You saw what happened in the last beer pong
All I'm
tournament.
telling you
let
right
him
now, we calling shots. We calling shots.
It's scary hours for everybody else involved.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want that.
We gonna be at my home turf. We gonna be in the bay. Not no SoCal shit. The weather different out here. I don't
Oh,
like
we gonna be in
it.
the bay. We gonna be in the
The
bay.
weather's too, the air's too light out here.
Yeah. I
Shout
need
out
a little bit
everybody.
of fog in the morning.
Shout out IY. Shout out Onice. Shout out everybody. Shout out BAB.
Shout out the gang.
Shout out the family.
Feel me?
Let's get it.
Hey man, and as always, thanks y'all for fucking with us. We love to hear feedback from everybody. Talk your shit, give us props, give us hate, all that shit. Just let us know that you're out there, and we'll be back next week. We'll come up with some other bullshit to talk about.
Talk your shit in the fucking comments. I'm gonna talk shit back.
You dig?
80s on nice on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice.